Huh. The connection's being fun today again. You know, just like good old days. Ooh, that's a little high. Hang on. Mm. Hey, Kitty's here. Hooray. Hey, hey. Hello. Oh,
How's it?
tripod's being funny. Sorry. How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired.
Yeah.
You got up even earlier to watch, but I
Thank
wanted
you.
to watch. Oh no, no,
Yeah.
of course.
It's a conversation starter, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly what you mean. Like
Oh,
when it
okay.
comes to like dialectical materialism, I think you're getting that a little bit confused with mechanical theory,
Okay.
because using materialism just means like it's more like explaining things on a material level, as in like structures and stuff like that, and learning history. Like you need to be like, say, archaeology, you need to actually have the stuff in front of you to learn
Mm,
it, right?
yes.
Well, mechanical theory is is what happened at around the same time with the Industrial Revolution, where it became more scientific and thought of the world as like a working machine,
Hmm.
which like based on material, but it's not like the same. It's not the same. I don't know, because like I like what's wrong with being understanding material reality?
Oh, nothing.
That's what I don't get. Because
Nothing.
you said like it sort of like goes into like becomes meaningless after a while, but I mean,
Oh, you there?
hello, am I good?
I hope
I
so.
disappeared. Sorry, I
Oh
don't know where.
my gosh.
But you know what I mean? Like, because it's just
Sure.
a way to explain things. It's not about like in a machine like way. That's more like mechanical theory of the
Hmm.
world, when they were like discovering the body and all that, like thinking of it as like a mechanical thing instead of an actual autonomous body. You know what I mean?
Sort of. I mean, that is kind of what I'm talking about. That's part of. I mean, okay. There's a whole lot of application for that approach, but it's limited. That's all I'm saying.
What mechanical theory or material
Yeah.
dialecticalism?
Like, aren't they kind of like two parts of the same thing? Like,
No, not really.
holistically? No?
No,
Okay.
it's more like materials. It's just basically dialectical materialism is to like it just explain, yeah, I guess how the world is, but not in a necessarily mechanical way. It's more just the reality of what's there, right?
Mm,
Like say, okay, so like say you want to understand capitalism. Well, look for it at the material surroundings of why,
hmm.
like the motivations of why. So it's a way to explain things in that light. Whereas mechanical theory is basically seeing everything operating in a machine like matter. And like say instead of like um a web of influence where like one thing can maybe like everything's connected and all that, right? That would be that kind of mentality. Whereas mechanical theory sees it more like a machine to be controlled, a machine to like discover through that, where you could like more like made up of mechanical parts that could be controlled.
Uneducated chat live. What is that?
I don't know.
Obese middle-aged Karen? Oh, no, I'm gonna go ahead and hide that one. That's mean.
I'm an obese
Does somebody come
middle-aged
along?
cat lady.
Right, yeah, but they can't see you.
Well,
It's
I'm just letting
okay.
you know that I am not ashamed of that.
Being brave enough to put my face out there means that I am open to such slings and arrows of outrageous criticism. What does
Yeah,
uneducated chat mean? I mean, obviously, I am not an expert. I never claimed to be an expert. I'm an
I think these are
explorer, and
just
I'm listening
trolls or
to.
bots.
No, I'm.
I
But
don't think.
I'm also kind of. If somebody wants to come in here and claim to be more educated on the subject than either of us, I would love to. That would be amazing, right?
Yeah, the reason why I probably think it's just a bot is because it's very generalized message, uneducated chat. That's just
Yeah.
doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
It's like a slogan.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You were saying.
I think I pretty much said my confusion with materialism versus mechanical theory.
Okay. Like one of them sort of seems to be an application of the other. But maybe that's just my uneducated take, you know.
Well, I mean, it's just especially dialectical materialism is you're explaining things based on like the outcomes that that preceded it, right? And then look at that and try to figure that out through the material reality. Like as for
Mhm.
what you just, it's not about like dissecting things and breaking them down into their parts, like like as if they were all machines to be controlled by human hands. That's what mechanical theory is based off of. That they both, well, mechanical theory came about first, I would say, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's about it. That's
Okay.
yeah. That's
No, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. My brain's not working very much. So
No, and I'm very distracted because I was almost 5 minutes late to my own party. I just got in the house.
yeah.
I had a bunch of errands to run and kids to pick up and stuff because it's supposed to snow. In about an hour, it's supposed to start snowing.
Oh
So, yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how it said is so dry and like that.
Mhm.
It is just all of a sudden boosh pouring rain and it's just so gross. And I'm like, yay, this is good. But it makes me really tired. Like it makes me lethargic if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so heavy out. But
Mhm.
I know that it needs it because we've been having such a dry spell.
Mm.
So there's that. But I feel bad because I haven't had time to read the book fully. I've only started. I didn't get a chance to like go through
Oh,
the whole thing.
how far did you
So
get?
not very. I started and things just kept coming up and I had to put it down. So I had to keep rereading them. It's just like,
Oh,
oh,
oh.
you know how that goes, right?
I do. So, like, you saw the new opening, though? The new opening line?
Oh, yeah.
Did you
Yeah, I
notice
already
that?
saw that. I'm pretty sure I saw that last time though, when you changed it.
Nuh-uh. No, I added the bit about the good English girl and the bad English girl. I added that.
Oh man, I didn't even I didn't read it, but I didn't even
You're
recognize it
not
too.
reading closely enough. God damn it. No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I can point these things out to you. It's not a problem.
No, but it also doesn't
Um,
help that I was really distracted. I kept getting distracted too. So
you're right. It sounds like it. It's okay. It'll be there. I appreciate you taking the time.
well, yeah. Oh, of course. But like, because I do want to read it. Obviously, I would have asked you to give it to me again. But
Hmm.
um, yeah, it's just been one of those days or weeks or a week
Yes.
this week.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, this time of year, it seems to me, is always like insane.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't have any reputation, like it's blank, because it comes right after the holidays and before Valentine's Day and spring and all that shit. And this is like the dead period of the year, but it's always like insane.
But for some reason, it feels like there's less responsibilities I need to, accomplish or go do or less things I take on. But it seems like I never have enough time.
Yeah,
Like I'm
right.
reading less. Like I'm not like, you know what I mean? Just like
Well, it
it's
gets dark at 5:30 for one
yeah,
thing.
maybe that's why. Maybe the
It,
closer it comes to being summer, I'll feel differently. But it
yeah,
just
I
feels
know
like I
I
can't
always do.
catch up. There's always these little things that I gotta make sure to do before deadline. And I'm like trying to like I'm just tired. I think I'm just tired of all this shit.
Yeah, yeah. I spent the
Even
last
trying to
year.
figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner for like the family is like it takes like a lot of my energy, my mind power.
Yes.
I'm like, what the hell do I make now? I'm so bored of everything. And just like
Yeah, that
going to
definitely
grocery
sounds
stores, and
like,
I'm such a penny pincher that I will go
yeah.
to the cheapest place for different things. So I have to go to like sometimes like 3 different grocery stores. And like to make sure to get the lowest price because I got a budget and that takes so
Yep.
much energy and effort.
Yes. Yes. Preach, sister. Yes.
Yeah, right?
And this time of
Just
year, I just don't
yeah.
have it sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, I'm tired. What have you done?
hmm
I had to look for a recipe. Like I had to pick up some food. It's like, I'm sorry, that's true though.
Hey, there's this thing called invisible labor, right? Emotional labor,
Hmm.
mental labor, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
the unpaid labor. Yeah,
yes.
invisible.
And it's real.
I'm
I don't
feeling it.
mean to, mock it and say it's not real. Of course it is. Like, oh,
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait for summer. I think
yeah.
I'm done with this winter thing, right? Like, it's true.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's impeach it and get it out
Hmm.
of here.
I can't wait. I can't wait to go camping again. I miss camping. About
Yeah.
this time of year is when I start to crave it.
It's been, what, a couple months?
Since September.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Just
I know.
it gets too cold?
It's yeah, because I don't have the proper winter gear because
hmm
that it's different tents and all that, right? Like I could go out and spend all that money, but things are getting so much like more expensive,
Yeah.
so I'm
Just
not doing that.
brings me back to the fact of like, no. I love nature so much, but I also love my bed. Like, no. I am a day hiker.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
love
I can't.
camping. You don't have to. I'll take that love for you too. I'll take it all for myself because I love being out there in the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere
To
in
each
like
her
the
own.
forest.
And I
I
wish
also live in a very like well recognized like temperate rainforest that people come from all over to like go
mm,
camping.
same.
So I'm just lucky. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I figure I'll be really old and well traveled by the time I'm bored with the trails here in the Smokies. So,
Mm, yeah. Um yeah, so I'm figuring out what camping sites I want to go check out that I haven't done, which is hard because I've been everywhere. Like all the like out in the boons and stuff like that. And I'm thinking,
yeah.
okay. So I'm thinking
What do you?
about actually going
Oh,
to one of the islands, right? Like the San Juan
hmm
Island area.
hmm
Yeah, and going camping on an island next to the beach a few times
that
in the
sounds
forest.
fun.
Yeah, but expenses. Oh, things are just getting so out of price range for me.
Ah, yes. Yeah. I just came back from the store this morning, so yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, inflation is kicking my ass.
Oh my god! I walked in there for cat food, dog food, and a pizza, and paid $40 for that shit.
Yeah, and like you come back, you're like, this is it. This is
Yeah,
fucking it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to slow down on my crystal collecting.
No, no. Do you take your
You're like, no,
do
don't
you
do that.
do you take your crystals with you on your camping trips to like show them what they're missing? Like,
No, no, I don't. They just sit there on my shelf, and my cats get scolded if they go too close. That's
oh
about
yeah,
it.
oh yeah. Oh my god, my husband wants to, and slowly is, but we don't actually have the curio cabinet for them yet. He wants to collect like geodes.
Oh,
And I
he's gonna
said,
start a crystal
oh
collection.
my God. Oh, he is. But, and I fully endorse this, obviously. But so I was
Yeah,
hearing about
I
something.
do too.
I was watching something this morning about, oh shit. I wish I could remember what it was called. It was like with liquid inside, but in Latin crystals where they have
And
like,
hydro.
yes, where they
Like
have like, I don't know words. Like I do, but like not on
no,
like
it's funny
verbally.
because
I'm not so
I
much of a
do know it.
talker. I'm more of a writer.
No, I
Uh,
know, but like it's just funny because like you just explained it a little bit, and I'm like I'm on it, like
yep,
because
and
I'm a
that's why we
nerd.
get along so well. I should take you along everywhere just as a translator. But anyway, um, so the ones with like the ancient water inside, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my god, we need some of those as well to put with the geodes, right? To add to the collection. That sounds so cool where you can like watch it jiggle inside. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah, you can. Yeah, with some of them, you can really watch the anhydro jiggle, and like you
that
can hear it.
sounds so damn cool. A rock with water, ancient toxic water inside. Like,
See,
ooh.
crystals are awesome. They're fun
Oh,
to
I know.
collect. They're fun
Oh,
to
I know. I just had never heard of this kind before, and
I know. Once you start to get in it, and then all the things you don't know, and like, what? Wait, that happens?
Yeah. Oh, so cool, so cool. I will own at least one of those one day.
Well, like my favorite of all crystals is Vivianite, which is an interesting one. Have you heard of Vivianite?
No.
It is also nicknamed the quartz crystal.
Okay.
It's found because the way that it grows is found on dead bodies. It grows on dead bodies.
Oh, the corpse crystal. Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you said the quartz crystal. And I was like, yeah, you mean like quartz? Like, go on. But like...
No. Corpse. Dead body crystal.
Oh, that's creepy.
And it starts off clear until it hits sunlight. So the composition oxidizes and it turns into this very like shiny, glassy, bluish green color. And it's so soft and so smooth. Oh, it's so pretty.
What, you said green?
It grows on dead bodies if the conditions are right. Okay, so the reason if like say if like back in the day, like they doing like an iron casket or you were wearing iron like armor or whatever, that mixed with a wet environment and moisture plus the phosphate from decomposition is actually what makes the crystal, like what creates the crystal. So it has to have the right conditions, but still you can use it for dating bodies too, like archaeologically. I just think that's so super fascinating.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got two specimens. It is rare to get really big to get big crystals from Vivianite, so it is a little bit expensive, but oh, it's so beautiful.
And you said it's green?
Yeah, it's green with a little bit hint of blue.
Oh, nice.
Depending on how you turn it, it changes color.
Yeah. No, it sounds really pretty. Oh my gosh.
It does. And you can see it all if you go to my channel, like promote myself.
Yeah, no, I did go and subscribe. I haven't actually got around to watching any of them yet, but I'm sure they're great.
That's okay. I haven't had a chance to read your book, but I did download it. So like both of us are like, ooh.
Yeah.
So totally understandable.
The one that the last one that I did when you get there is the poetry scene, and I'm so proud of it because
I can't wait to read it.
Oh my gosh, I had already written.
See all the progress.
I had already written this thing of like her going on a walk, right? Mm-hmm. And then I found these poems, and I was like, oh my god, these fit my scene so perfectly. Oh my god. And you know how exciting it is. It's very nerdy, but it's so exciting when you find that thing that really gels something together.
Yeah, with the aha moment, it just comes together.
Mm-hmm,
like aha.
Yeah, and it's something that I can, work through the rest of it as we go along. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to read it.
I'm so excited. I guess
maybe I should just give up on dinner and order a pizza tonight. I'll give you so much time.
You can email me about it, I guess, or I don't know. Like we can do a private session like we did before. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we could do that. Okay. Because I haven't even had a chance to look over about buying the book. Because I still haven't even done that.
Oh.
The techno-feudalism one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's just been hectic for me. And like the thing is, like, when I look, I'm like, there's nothing really that I've done. It's just like there's something always. A new hot water. Yeah. Anyways, that's stupid life things.
Oh, no, yeah. Constantly around here this time of year, it's the weather. Like the minute they go back from Christmas break, the weather is like, aha,
Yeah,
it's time to snow.
yeah.
And yeah, so then they're in school and then they're out of school. In school and then they're out
Yeah,
of
I heard that. I
school.
guess that there's they're new. I saw a little bit of it, but there's like a new frontal system that's just clinging on to this big area.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
but we got rain. That's all that matters to me. Because like I was getting a little nervous there.
Right,
I
yeah,
was
we
like, oh,
got
that's not
rain
good.
last week too. This week I don't think we're gonna get so lucky. This week I think we're actually gonna get some snow.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get snow. Not even close. But I mean, I'm just happy for the rain at least.
Right. Lucky.
All the ski resorts up here had to like shut down early and all that.
How sad.
Yeah. So, anything you want to talk about
Well,
in your video?
right, yeah, I'm trying to. I wish I could really I feel like I do feel like a dance right now because I wish I could wrap my head around like the distinction that you're trying to make specifically. You know,
Yeah.
I admit that I took a very, very broad view of things. That was
That's
kind of the
okay.
point.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, exactly. Like that's what I thought. I'm like, yeah, well, that was kind of the point.
So if I'm
You even said
conflating,
it in your video.
right, yeah.
Like,
So if I'm conflating some specifics, apologies.
no, that's okay.
You know,
Like,
I didn't. I just I'm trying to look
you, yeah, you broadened the horizon to more of a overview rather than an in moment view.
right, and I think it was all. I think it was really all just a setup for the question of like what is the basic framework of the next like age, you know, it's like what I don't know.
Well, I
It's,
mean,
hmm,
it's kind of hard to tell because it's such uh, a human like created concept ages, right? Certain
yeah,
ages. So
right.
it's kind of hard to tell because we just make it up
Well, I
as
mean, yeah,
humans.
on the one hand, yes. On the other hand, I think there's something to be said for like I don't know about cyclical, but like culture certainly has its ebbs and flows, you know. It's productive periods and it's
Yeah,
destructive
but this
periods.
also amounts to the only cultural significant. Well, it's not just we're in a destructive period because there's always been collapsing empires, and really, what we're talking about culture, we're talking about imperial and
Mhm,
empire culture, right? Because there's other cultures that are completely separated from ours that are still
mhm.
exist right now in their own like framework. So I think there's also that aspect. Like I said, like like our culture right now, our westernized culture is eating itself from the inside out, but not like other places. Other places are thriving.
Like
And
where?
like China,
Okay.
like I've said, remember go Google China. It
Uh-huh.
looks like they are like waste. They look like they're three. It's year 3000. Like and the way that how it's run, the technology is way surpassed ours, and it's not being eaten from the inside out. It's because they don't they have free like they have like free healthcare and all that like so they don't they're more in a style that it doesn't eat itself from the inside out. It goes and it tries to make deals by like I wouldn't say that they're fair necessarily, but in good standing with other countries. So they're not doing it in a overtly imperial way, even though it's still I consider it I'd still consider it imperial.
Uh-huh.
They're able to like outsource that sort of mentality so it doesn't have to take within its own self
Yeah.
right now. How is that going to turn out in the end? I don't know. Probably will collapse because it's become still too top heavy. But as of right now, it's not suffering.
Mm.
It's exceedingly becoming more technologically advanced, and there's a lot more stability in there right now.
Okay.
Again, I don't think it'll last because I don't think that after a certain point of within a lifespan of like a civilization, it gets too heavy, like it gets too much because you have to sustain itself, and that that's like infinite increasing, right? Needing the resources, you have to infinitely grow, and eventually that's going to happen to China too.
Yeah.
You can't be sustained, but at this point in time, it's doing fine. We're not.
So what you're saying is that in China they have a functioning government.
Oh yeah.
Okay. God, the bar really is in hell, isn't it?
What?
The bar really is very low, isn't it? A functioning government. Woo.
Yeah, but in comparison to what's happening with the West, because we're on the way out, we're collapsing, but that's because capitalism, that's going to happen, especially in capitalism, because it's infinite growth cannot sustain itself. China is capitalist, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, it's a capitalist system, even if people would like to pretend that it's not.
Right.
I don't. Did you? Just curious. You don't have to answer.
Did
By
I
your
vote for
face?
Kamala? As opposed to Donald Trump? Yeah. I'll own that. Am I high right now? If I were high right now, do you think I would be sitting here talking about this? Are you?
Probably.
Yeah.
Why else would you go around saying like, yeah,
Yes.
see?
See? Yeah. I mean, and more power to you. No.
I don't believe you. No, it's a yes. What was I saying?
Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, China.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it really interesting, people's perception of China. I guess because people really see it as this something that it's not. Like I was King Crackle, right? He
Mm-hmm.
posted about he had a world map and showed all the countries he would like to live if he had to live somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the ones that he was higher than the rest on the list was China. Other places too, but China was pretty high on the list, but not the United States or Australia and all that. And everyone's like, what? I'm like, you do realize that like it's crumbling infrastructure. You have no social security net. You have no free healthcare. You have you're run by a bunch of owners who own you and steal from
Mm-hmm.
you, siphon the money to line their own pockets, and they're billionaires, and you can't even afford food. There's no job opportunities. Nobody wants to move there. Like, the only people that think that they're so like on top of everything are Americans themselves. And it's like, no, hon, no. Like, there's a lot of issues. Oh, did they leave?
I don't know. They retracted all those messages. Like, more power to you. I don't give a shit if somebody is high. Who the hell am I to say anything about anybody? You were
Or
just
maybe they didn't
saying,
like our
like,
China talk.
well, you know what? What you're saying about the United States is true, and it's stressful. So you want to
Yeah, it is. And it's same thing with Canada. I'm not saying
self-medicate.
Canada is much better.
Right? If you want to self-medicate, goodness knows you can't go to the doctor. So
Exactly. Like, one wrong move and you have to go to the doctors, and all of a sudden your whole life savings are gone. And like like that's not good. And it's
Yeah.
because there's a group of people that are stealing money from you, and there's no
Right.
social safety. Like I said, no healthcare. The inflation's crazy. There's no job opportunities. It's going to get worse because AI and automation, because they want to automate people out of existence. So, or the workers out of existence, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
automation and robots, they don't ask for fair pay. They don't ask for vacations, and you can treat them however you want because they're things and they're
Right.
objects. So yeah, like the fact that people within our own Western culture believe that they are on top of things is just boggles my mind. Like, look around. Like it's if you look, like I said, I've said this before too on the channel. Go Google any place in China, any city, and it looks like it's advanced, like it crazy, like, and it's clean, and it's like the built like it's crazy the difference, because you then go to the look at what's going on in the States and in Canada, and there's like places that look like the third world country, that it should be in a third world country because everything's falling apart.
Like I live in Appalachia, okay, where it is like perpetually 1997 at best.
Yeah, and so I don't understand why people think that they don't see that themselves.
I don't know. Let me let me lay this one on you. This made me so frustrated the other day. Joy Reid, you know who she is? She's like a talking head.
Unfortunately,
She used to work for MSNBC and now does not do that anymore. Anyway, she said the dumbest shit the other day about
I bet she did.
About Renee. Well, but this in particular ran past my screen somehow because I don't watch her. Somebody was talking about it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But she was talking about Renee Good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And comparing, she said she thought this was a George Floyd moment. Excuse me. And commented on how they really didn't happen that far apart. And I was just like, girl, that's 3 states apart. And I looked that up. That's an 8-hour drive. Okay. That's not exactly next door. How fucking coastal are you? How insulting. How insulting to the flyover country. You have no idea where anything is. Oh my God. It's like talking to a British person, you know, who wants to visit this country. They have no idea how far apart anything is.
Yeah.
It was so stupid. I'm like, on the one hand, yeah, it probably is a pivotal moment. On the other hand, you sound stupid right now. Good job. Maybe don't go talking about shit you don't know anything about, like Midwest geography.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That is the cringe of the liberal establishment class. Yes. The cringe of the liberal establishment class.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Oh, we talked about them a little bit the other day.
They're so destructive to themselves, and they don't even realize it, to their own beliefs and their own standing in society. Because when you talk, people are not. People are like, ew. They don't want to be near that. They don't want you. You are offensive to people. Like your whole identity when it comes to that. Like, there's nothing I don't know, redeeming in this sort of almost like a superior attitude with being when you're completely dumb.
I'm sorry to interrupt your live stream, but do you mind if I have some cookies? My grandma bought.
Did you have lunch?
I'm having lunch.
After you have your lunch, you can have some cookies.
Thank you.
3.
Okay.
So,
anyways,
yeah, we got problems here in Canada when it comes to the liberal cringe, because I mean we had that.
Oh no, shit! Sorry,
Justin Trudeau was really bad, and then the way.
Yes.
Did the reason I remember I sent you something. I said it was something to do with the Holocaust. No. When they honored a Nazi at the House of Commons.
Oh yeah, right.
That's the one I sent you, and I also sent you the clips that are put together talking about the Nakba and the agreement with Nazis and Zionists and the move to Israel and the creation of Israel.
You're right.
That's what I forgot, because I forgot what I sent you. I knew I sent you something. I'm like, what was it? I didn't remember that after our talk. And I still think you should go take a look at both, because I think both are just.
I'm sure you're right. Funny. I'm not. They both sound absolutely off the chain. They both sound absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And
the one with the SS soldier in the House of Commons, that one's a little bit more funny because it's so bad. It's just on its face so stupid. And that's a liberal mentality. Like you have Justin Trudeau coming up, and then he's like, "Oh, we feel super bad. We like the guy resigned. This is such an embarrassment, but we have to make sure to stand with our Ukrainian friends because and disinformation of Russia." I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? And it's so cringe. Like you look like an asshole. Looks like two ass cheeks just flapping in the wind when you talk. Like, stop it. Like you are the cringiest motherfucker. I can't believe like you are running the country. You it's
Yeah.
a joke.
And
What
then
a
Trump,
joke.
I feel like Trump has come along and outdone everybody.
Oh yeah, no, right alongside would be Trump. Like
As far as cringe goes, oh my goodness.
oh my god, I know, and they're just getting worse.
Yes. And like as far as
Yeah.
cringe, why does Melania have a biopic out? What's that about? The US didn't care a lick about Ukraine or the Ukraine people. No shit, right? Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, no. They're using Ukraine as a proxy and like to like because they have to force people to be in the military, and like they've run out of like men that they've like are now like taking old men like out from their house, forcing them like into the military.
Damn.
Because like yeah, because I mean because it's a proxy, right?
Yeah.
It's they're in the West's mind, they're there to die for the Western imperialists fucking obsession with Russia. But they don't want to fucking go do anything about it, so they send Ukrainians to die over there doing that.
The people have been used as cannon fodder. Yes, succinctly put, Scott. Thank you.
Yeah.
Russia sure has a history of doing that too. You know, it's evil shit. But then I guess that's the theory, right? Isn't it? Under capitalism, patriarchy, anyway, on patriarchy, right? It's
Yeah.
that one where, that's why the people exist, right? This is cannon fodder, essentially, for imperialism. Like, that's what they're for.
Well, I mean, with the Ukraine, there's a lot of like history of using Ukraine, right? Just because why? Well, it happens to be next to Russia, so of course, the West has a complete obsession ever since the Tsar, right? The ousting of the Tsar. So, like back when we pulled a coup, I mean, we sent in like actual neo-Nazis and militias and like burned people alive in fucking like in the churches, like so much, like such horrible things. And then after a little while we're like, okay, now go attack Russia for us, thanks. And now they're just like dying left, right, and center because there's no way that Ukraine is going to win a war with Russia. That's just not going to happen.
No. Oh my god. I don't. The United States government, I don't know. They used to at least pretend that they were like not doing. I don't know.
Yeah, they used to try to pretend, but now it's like they've given up. Even the
It
pretense
is,
of like,
isn't it? It is. Yeah.
they're just like, whatever, just let's do it. I don't care if it's like we're being truthful or not. And if there's like video evidence that is one way, we'll just say it's the other, and that's fine. And just like pretend that you don't have ears and eyes, and we're just gonna lie, and then some people will believe us.
Right, and I right, exactly. And this comes back to, it's funny that you mentioned King Critical because he's the person who I heard talk about this at one point, like years ago. The thing where like a very tiny percentage of people will actually go and look up the facts of something somebody says.
Yeah.
And actually fact check them. A tiny percentage will actually do that. And there's a name for this, law.
I think it's
I forget
because
what it
social
is.
media has really trained us to just look at headlines without say reading even articles. It's just a small attention, like a very short attention span sort of era where it takes too much effort to look things up. So we're just gonna go with what like the headline says and stuff
Or
like
it
that.
just
I know
doesn't
that's
occur to
been-
people,
Yeah, or it just doesn't even occur to people.
despite the fact that we have, all of the internet to look for stuff on, which is, a lot of
But
shit
it's
out
getting
there.
harder to find shit. I'll tell you that much.
Mhm.
Looking shit up, it's getting because they have the ability now, since they have such a monopoly, they can hide things in their searches.
Yeah.
They so it does
Yeah.
make it more difficult if you don't know how to
Oh,
look.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm just saying, it could at least occur to you.
But at the same time, they make themselves really
Hi, guys.
obvious when they lie because they don't even seem like they want to try. Like the propaganda that they push forward makes no sense, like right on its face. A lot of
Right.
the time at this point. And
No,
that's what
right.
makes it obvious.
Well, the thing that's scary about that is they don't feel like it's because they have got to the point that their power is just that unchecked that they can get away with whatever they want. I feel like it's just that they're delusional.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't know. I'm not even sure. It might be that they think that they're just too powerful and it just doesn't matter. But then at the same time, it does.
Right. They think that. They're delusional.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
It's not
Yes,
true.
that's right. Because, like, for
Which is
example,
scarier, I think.
take this new the shooting with that Parenti or whatever guy.
Right.
They were like they just came right out and be like, he came out, he's a terrorist. He meant to he came out and enraged and was like on his mindset was like, murdering everyone, and it's like, but we can
And
see with our
then
own
meanwhile,
eyes.
he's literally helping an old lady up off the curb or some shit like that.
Yeah, because an ICE officer violently pushed her down.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, and then they just thought that they could just lie, even though our eyes and ears see different, the evidence, and they had to walk it back. Bovino, whatever, got demoted.
Right. Yeah. Oh boy, that guy.
So-
how has he not been a bigger character in all of this? He looks like a very interesting person.
Yeah. And then you got Christine Nome, who's like now been sort of, because they have no problem throwing people under their own administration under the bus if they need be, right?
Are you kidding? That's been Trump's MO this whole time. You're fired.
Right? Well, exactly. And so it's like, but see, you don't have there's somewhere you have to know in the back of your minds, guys, that you don't have absolute power no matter what, or else you wouldn't pull back.
Right.
Because
They
masses
wouldn't
of people
backtrack.
still have
Exactly.
power because we've got the numbers. They know this.
Exactly. Right.
Somewhere
Like
in their delusional mind, they have to know this.
right.
So, yeah,
So yeah, I think that that's scarier, honestly.
yeah.
But I guess you could say that of like every megalomaniacal regime ever was. They're all delusional because like nobody actually has that much power, do they?
I think a little. I think it's more just not just delusional. I just think they're psycho.
Oh, yeah, definitely that. Definitely, that's what that's
and an ego the size of Jupiter.
right. But in order to get an ego that big, you have to tell yourself some lies. Because like,
yeah.
hi, baby.
It's a give and take relationship of delusion and psychopathy.
Exactly. And it makes them specially cut out to be that kind of insanity.
Case studies, I'll tell you that much.
Depends on how much support and backing they get. Exactly. Wow, the Super Bowl is now charging $8 million for 30 seconds of commercial time. The Super Bowl is also at end stage hypercapitalism. Yeah, wow. Also, I don't care that much about the Super Bowl. Like, not to be offensive or anything, but
yeah, I think sports in general is
We
just,
are the sports family.
It's just
and
a tactic for empire to try to to portray a very specific mindset.
ask your brother to open them for you.
Like, oh.
Agreed.
So now you're getting compliments. So don't have to.
Hair looks lovely. It's positively glow. Thank you.
Earlier, we were told we were Karens.
Right, I was a Mobi's Karen earlier. I didn't actually let that comment come through because this is my channel. I get to decide what
Yeah,
actually comes
exactly.
through. So,
There's a few trolls. I mean, one was called what? Something slop? Tactical slop. That's just a troll channel.
it was uneducated chat something.
And that's what they said, right? Uneducated chat live by Tactical Slop. Who names themselves Tactical Slop?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's funny. Because I don't. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not super worried about it.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to come along and insult me. Oh, gosh, not
Ouch.
on the
I
internet.
feel.
Like, oh, not an insult on the internet. I didn't see that coming. Wow, caught me so off guard
Yeah, right.
with that. Wow. This year, the Seahawks are in the Super Bowl. Ah, so we're going to watch it here. I hope they stream it on Tubi TV like they did last year. Well, I do too, for your sake. Good luck. You're officially the only person whose Super Bowl experience I care about.
I could care less about the Super Bowl too.
Yeah.
not a fan.
No, like how? Oh God, the level of spectacle
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's
is
spectacle.
really gross.
Yeah.
Am I the only person who finds spectacle just like gross?
Oh, I find spectacle really gross. I don't watch TV or movies really. I don't really any sort of entertainment sort of aspect of anything within this culture just kind of grosses me out a lot of the time too.
Yeah, I haven't seen a movie.
And the
The new movie.
idolization of the celebrity culture, I think, is totally gross. And it's so weird. So weird when you sit down and think about it. It's just really fucking weird.
No, agreed. Some of the things that even like I personally have managed to pick up about people that I don't know and will never meet.
Yeah.
Call your dad is calling you. I'm just trying to make a sandwich because I'm starving to death and it's taking forever. I'm sorry, you guys.
That's okay. I also think it's very distracting and it takes away a lot of like your energy, like in your thoughts and like thinking. Really, it takes away a lot of the critical thinking that you could be and time that you could use to learn about things that are important.
Oh no,
and that
definitely.
are also interesting.
It's a time
Right?
sink. Yes.
Yeah.
100% a time sink. Oh my god. It's going to snow. Yes.
Oh no.
Look at my messy sink.
Oh, look at the
See
flowers
the
though.
flowers he got me. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty. Very pretty.
Anyway, so I'm right here. I'm gonna make a sandwich.
Yeah, that's okay. So what else is new in the world today?
Oh well, the next scene
there's
that
been
I
a rise in like I guess in Canada of genocide denialism with Native Americans as if we didn't colonize them.
Oh my goodness. See, I've been waiting for something like that here in the States.
Oh, that's happening in Canada.
Yeah. Because there's already a thing here where people are like, no, slavery was good, see, and they enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, no, these people are denying that it ever happened.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm like, there is a documented history, and they're trying to say because there's been radar investigation of unmarked graves from residential schools, right, being used and stuff. Well, because of that, and because they're not exhuming the bodies right now at the present moment, they're trying to say that no bodies have ever been found. That it's big indigenous hoax.
What?
Yeah, and I'm like, no, but there has.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, like
whoa.
And of course, liberals are going to liberal. And so what they're doing is the same sort of tactics that they always do is try to censor everyone. It's like, you can't do that. You have to combat bad ideas and bad speech with your own. That's how you change people's minds. That's how you actually get it out, like cut out the bad fucking
Wow.
ideologues and the ideas and the belief in those from people's minds is by counteracting that with truth. You don't
Yeah.
just you don't just mob mentality mob mentality it out of existence.
See,
That
and
does
I feel
not
like
work.
people try to do that here, but I feel like that's not the American way because we all have such big mouths, you know.
Well, like this lady got arrested. I guess she's like this big genocidal denial kind of lady, but she goes about it in a way that she's saying, "Oh, it's not like I'm like not. It's not just because I'm not trying to say that there's a bad shit didn't happen kind of a thing, but you know, there's this big hopes with this, and it's centered laser focus on this one instant and Kamloops about unmarked graves because they haven't exhumed bodies from there yet. They haven't tried, and it's
Mhm.
like she say, I'm just concerned because you know there was money put into this, and now we want to know like where those funds went. If you're not going to exhume the bodies, that's fine and dandy and all. But the way she goes about it is that she makes claims that there's an indigenous hoax, and like she's like making fun of like some of the liberal tactics around this like this sort of history, and really laser focusing on that to try to drum up like people to be outraged and to direct it towards indigenous people as a group as a whole. And it's like,
Interesting.
yeah, and it's like, but you don't need like why are you laser focused on that? Like you are drumming up denialism, and there is records. There's records. There has been bodies found, just maybe not this particular case. They just haven't exhumed it yet.
Well, it smells like
There's actual
AstroTurf, doesn't it?
evidence. What?
Smells like AstroTurf, doesn't it? Like there's money behind that somewhere.
Yeah,
She's
and so
being
she
paid
goes
to say
around, she
that
tries
shit.
to have talks at universities, and of course universities are liberal institutions. And you know how liberalism goes, mob mentality. And so now it's like trying to stir up this sort of chaotic disagreements between groups of people that really have no power in the situation. Right?
Divide and conquer all the time. It's the same.
Exactly.
It's just the same song over and over and over again in like different genres.
I know it's such a tried and true tactic. I guess. I mean, like, and it's like, stop being stupid. Like,
I don't know.
both of
Ever since
y'all.
I just started looking at everything as divide and conquer, it's like the same thing over and over and over. I just see it everywhere.
I see it everywhere too. And like, there's this video that was out, and so I questioned that. I'm like, okay, but if you are wanting to get injustice for indigenous people that have been that went missing and never found, why are you going about it in such an antagonistic way? I had this lady comment. She's like, give me the names, it never happened. And you called it antagonistic and stupid. I'm like, I never called anyone antagonistic and stupid. I called her approach antagonistic and stupid. Why? Because she's
I hate that.
What happened when she went to go talk? She was not allowed to speak. She got thrown out. And her goal has not been met. So what is the point of her going about it in this way? Because she's not gaining anything from it other than being antagonistic, obviously.
And alienating people from that perspective. God forbid anyone else come to hold it.
Right? Like you need, like I don't agree with mob mentality. I think you should let her speak and then counteract it with your own, because it can be easily done because there is a history behind it. It's just that she's got the power now because you're not letting her speak. But these people, but you're not understanding that this is probably her. It's an AstroTurf. Yeah, it's probably planned this way because she's not really trying to get the answers, obviously, because she knows this is not going to work because she's gone out before and has been thrown out by mob mentality. What she's trying to do is try to present liberals as leftists and that they're the reason why your life is so bad. But that's not the case. These people don't have any power. Of course they know that they're gonna do that because they're liberals. And they're trying to make this up its history, like, oh, Canada's dying. It's become so bad now with the mob mentality. I'm like, okay, universities have always been liberal.
I can't talk to you right now. I'm sorry.
Right? This isn't new. It's been liberal since its inception. So what are you talking about? How things have changed so much? No, they haven't. Not in that regard. You're making shit up in your own head now, and you're getting people to believe that made up shit. Ugh, so annoying.
You're gonna like those. They're super good. You're not even gonna notice that there's pecans in them. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. And
You're-
she just like was freaked out, was freaking out. I'm like, there's not evidence. This one, you seem like you're being one of the mob mentalities. I'm like, what are you even? You need to broaden your horizon. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Because she's like, I bet from your name, from your alias and your comments that you would be one of the mob. Like, you don't know me. You can't tell anything from my alias. You just made up a straw man of who you want me to be. You just made shit up in your head.
Wow, it's really nice of her to be so obvious about it, I guess.
Right? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm taking it all in good faith and asking
oh no, I
questions of
missed
her
it. We
tactics.
had a religious fundamentalist in the chat. Oh no. Sorry.
Oh,
That's fun. Sorry.
Jeebus.
Some universities are conservative, like the one in
I'm talking
Chapel
about
Hill,
Canadian,
North
though.
Carolina. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm mostly talking about Canadian. And even the quote-unquote conservative, they're still very neoliberal. It's just that they're
Well,
very
like-
similar because neoliberal and neocons are like one and the same.
Hello,
They just have a
education is like
different
a
aesthetic.
liberal idea. Like, right? Like,
What?
education's a liberal concept, isn't it? So, like, by its
Exactly.
very nature.
And when I say liberal, I'm not saying it's a good thing. Like I'm talking about neoliberal shit. Right?
Right.
So they're two cheeks on the same ass, okay? Like they're just aesthetic wise look different, and their approach looks different, but they have the same goal. So like, and the thing is, I'm asking questions, and she's like, and I'm just like, you don't know you don't know who I am. You don't know what my alias can't tell you anything about me. You just made shit up in your own head, and then started going off as if I don't know these. Like why she's here, who she is. I don't care who she is, by the way, that's saying this. And like, I'm just like, what are you even talking about? Obviously, I'm asking questions and you're getting mad. That kind of sounds like a mob mentality kind of thinking, don't you? It's like it's two sides of the same coin. I swear, these people.
Yes. Oh, yes. It's so scary.
Yeah. And I'm
I
like, you
think
do
that-
realize this isn't an end all be all that this proves that there was no genocide, because there's proof they have dug up bodies, physical bodies, before this, before they even tried to go in with radar scans, because like by accident, most of them were by accident, or because when they or by flooding, like bodies have turned up from these residential schools, right? And the unmarked graves. So there's a history here. There's also like a documented history of intended plans to spread smallpox. By the perpetrators themselves writing to each other. Like there's like documentation. People don't know how to fucking investigate themselves, like the history. Like they don't understand, like they can't think for themselves. It's super annoying. Ugh. Because then they get this pompous attitude as if they're right, but they're just following this cult leader, basically.
Yeah.
They're making broad statements and claims, like pulling it out of her ass. Or taking something that's real, but like completely focusing on something, making claims why, but that make no logical sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like an indigenous hoax, for one, why? What would be the motivation? And two, they don't have the ability, because three, they don't have the power and overreach to be infiltrating universities. That they're not in the power. You know who does? You know who is? Government.
Mm-hmm.
The government also controls the band council and stuff, and why they keep ones in place is to control the people through poverty. This is a tactic that's not overdone internally, but externally on a global scale within all imperialist countries. They take out democratically elected leaders, and they install their own dictatorship that has some sort of ties to the people so that they can control the mass of people so they can come in and steal land resources. It's the same thing. Like, how can you not see that? Look at y'all.
Yeah. No, obviously, and it's well documented. Like, it's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. I think this woman is just a plant. You know.
What?
I think that woman is.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. And we've got a lot of that shit in Canada. And Canadians,
oh yeah,
like
everywhere.
Like I swear, Canadians themselves are very, very stupid. They're just stupid. They're very cult mentality people.
Of what we're trying to do in Venezuela. Exactly.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Like we always done. And Canada does the same thing too. Canada helped with the ouster of Jean Baptiste, I think his name was, for Haiti. We
Mm.
removed him. There's a bunch of different ones throughout its inception. This is what the imperialist Western culture does. Like, this is what we've always done. Like, it's not new. And again, there was no, that's never happened. Like, there was no genocide. Like, why did people go to the New World? Why did people go to the New World? What was the point? To look for gold, to take land resources. People don't just go into other people's
Religious freedom.
right? No, it was to get to profit. It's for profit.
Yeah.
It was for profit. How do you
Yeah.
get profit? You steal land. You take land and you mine land. You get resources from land and sell it off for profit. Okay, well, you know who don't probably like that? People who rely on it for food, for their shelter. There was people here. That's a problem. Like, it's so simple. Why else would they go to the New World? What would be the motivation?
Well, in any ways, like, so where did the native people all go?
Yeah, exactly. Where did they all go?
What exactly do you think happened there?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing with Iran
just
too.
trying
Yeah,
to
right.
civilize them, I guess. Yeah,
No, we
exactly.
civilized them right the fuck out of existence.
Yeah.
I've said this before.
You just went missing.
This
Okay,
whole area.
You don't need the bodies even, because they were missing.
Right. This whole area has shit named Cherokee, Cherokee Lake, Cherokee Drive, blah blah blah, Cherokee this and that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there are no Native Americans really. I don't know that I've ever met one since I've lived here. Like, they do not have a strong presence around here, and everything's named after them. And it's like in the suburbs where they cut down all the trees and name the streets after them, but with people.
Yep. And it's like this. It's like, okay, I get the annoyance of the liberal performativity of Orange Shirt Day, or, because it's a performative action. It's not doing anything. Like, all children matter, so you wear a shirt on certain days, a certain month. Everyone's supposed to wear orange shirt to show that all children matter. The thing
it's
is,
like a stand-in for class
consciousness. What does that do?
Physically
and dialectic in a materialist way, what does that accomplish? It just means that someone wears a shirt. That doesn't do anything. They're just wearing a shirt. So they can wear the shirt and pretend like they've got some moral fucking compass and keep doing what they're doing without actually changing the trajectory of of oppression by wearing a shirt. Yeah, that's performative as fuck, and it's cringe as fuck to pretend like they care by doing something that's pointless and meaningless.
Right.
So
no,
I get it.
I get it.
I get the cringe, but that doesn't make it an indigenous hoax.
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from?
No, I don't.
So stupid.
Was she like saying this? Where was she saying this?
At UBC.
Oh. Dear God.
Frances, I think her name is Frances Widowson. Something like that. Yeah, she got arrested there. And there was a big whole mob mentality going after her. And it's like, but that's not how you defeat bad ideologues and bad ideology. That's not what you do. You're just going to strengthen it. And I'm just like, look at you both. You both are fucking annoying. I'm like, this is Canada. I hate it. I hate it. Why are you both all so stupid?
I don't know. The polarization, like the divide and conquer, in this, like every sequence, they go back and forth and like radicalize each other just a little bit more.
I know, and just watching it play out, and I'm like, I just want to go there and slap them all, like just like over the head. I'm like, smarten up.
I don't know.
And they do this obviously because Canada has dirty hands as we speak, and so it doesn't want you to notice, and it wants to run. It's just pitting you two against each other so it can run away.
Yeah. Just like every other government on earth, I guess. But like,
oh yeah, Canada's really racist, really bad. They just put into law that they don't need any sort of consultation now with natives. They can just go ahead and fast track all the mining, all the deforestation, and they are literally pouring toxic tailing ponds in like these communities, and then they're dying of cancer. Mining waste, and they're not properly like holding the mining tailing waste either. So like Mount Polly, it fucking ruptured. The tailing pond waste, the toxic
Oh.
tailing pond waste ruptured all over. It just killed a bunch of people.
Well,
Killed a
that'll
bunch of
take
the
care of
area
'em.
that it fucking flowed out to and poisoned everything. Like you can barely go
Ugh.
hunting now because all the fucking animals are getting tumors. Yeah. Like the amount of mining that's going on in BC is incredibly fast paced right now, and it's just gross.
I'm sorry, I've got to eat. Oh my god.
No, that's okay. I
Mm.
needed to get that off my chest a little, just because I'm just sitting here going, oh, Jesus Christ, you guys are like children.
Yeah, no, I mean, yes. I was watching somebody the other day, and I don't remember who this guy was. I just click on shit that looks interesting, and sometimes things that like I know are gonna make me angry just to see what the other side is thinking. But like he was saying that most people these days barely get beyond like a child level of understanding of like the theory of mind. I'm like, oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
terrifying. But on the other hand, I think it is a lot to expect most people to just like leap outside of the paradigm that they've been given. You know what I'm saying? It's like asking them to
Mhm.
psychologically lift themselves up by their bootstraps. I just don't know that most people can do that.
I think everyone has the ability to build, like, the way I see it is that it's mostly because they're propagandized to the hill and back, really, obviously.
Mm,
And so they fall easily into these pet holes, but it doesn't have to be that way. People can recognize shit, and they can learn to change the way on how they think about things, right? On that sort of fundamental basis. It's the fact of trying to break through first, right? To try to like get them to think in like because it's very much you just parrot things here. That's how the education system is. You parrot what they tell you is right. They don't teach you how to investigate, how to seek out things for yourself. They don't teach you how to do that. And so people are now in the world, they don't do that. They just parrot what they hear. And that's it. They can't like think in complete patterns. Like they don't see the world that way. And it's hard. You have to almost like retrain the way you like how you come to conclusions. It's hard. Yeah, exactly. Not just by a serial killer, but like a lot of the times just a lot like men, a lot of truckers.
Right.
We all know that there's some implications that it might involve corruption within the own RCMP that are actually doing this as well when it comes to the Highway of Tears. Like, yeah. And then, yeah, the Up and Lively BC, like Mount Polly spell. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. I mean, or is it somewhere else? It's probably what he's talking about. But yeah, there's just no like oversight. It's just like drill, baby, drill. And of course, we had to elect Mark Carney, who like is the biggest neoliberal. He's like a huge centralized banker. Like he and then everyone's like praising him all over the world about some tepid fucking speech at fucking the World Economic Forum, as if fucking as if he's not the biggest neoliberal fuckery around. Like he could say pretty fucking speech. That was very tepid, by the way, but that doesn't change shit. Doesn't change who he is or how he goes about portraying things. And just recently, the NDP, who's supposed to be the actual left, but they're not. They're just liberals and like with a different name. They've now blocked a bunch of fucking like people from even being candidates for election because there's been a committee set up of 3 people who get to choose who gets to run in their party, but they were not democratically elected for that position. They just are in that position now. And then so they'll only allow establishment people to run for for office, for like
It sounds like the
for
Democrats.
positions. Yeah. Well, the NDP is called the New Democrats, but they're supposed to be the new ones that came out of the Liberal Party, because the Liberal
Mhm.
Party was too establishment. But I'm like, where's the difference?
Controlled opposition much? Right?
Yeah, right, exactly. And it's because these people, and the thing is, they got a lot of money. Like in just a week, they got like over $100,000 to be able to be in the electoral politics, and they just was like, nope, you're too communist. They called them communists, and they
Where
called
did they
them
get $1
like
million from? What?
oh no, from doing campaigning and stuff like that. There was
No,
a
I'm
lot of
just-
people, and
Mhm.
so yeah, they'd say, "Oh, it's communism." It's like, what are you talking about? Like, you have to prove, if you're gonna say that shit, you're gonna have to prove that shit. You can't just say that. And then they called one of them women a proxy for her husband,
Mm.
Yves Engler, because he's dealing with shit because he was actually arrested and put in jail for criticizing someone who is spouting Israeli propaganda, and because he tweeted saying like contracting what she was claims, they actually arrested him. He was able to have the charges dropped, but now he was charged and found guilty for harassment because people decided to petition the judge. So he that what was happening was wrong. That like it's against freedom of speech and all this. And because people petitioned for his release, that's what he's charged and guilty of, not the actual charge of harassment of the tweet at this point, because the judge threw it out.
Oh, right.
So
You were talking about that
make
last
that make
time.
sense. Make that make sense.
You know I cannot. Oh, jeez.
And he was
No.
the only one. I said this before. He was the only one in that NDP sort of event that was criticized about going into war with Iran. Everyone else was gung ho in the NDP. He was the only candidate that was like, no, this is not good. We cannot be doing this. There's an imperialist problem in Canada. We cannot go into countries and just take out democratically elected leaders. We don't have the right to just go and overthrow countries for regime change to like benefit us. Like this is, and that was seen as communist.
Oh,
How is that
that sounds so American. You know that reminds me
Yeah,
of
people
the
don't
state of
realize, I
things
think, how
here.
bad Canada is with its politics and the racism. They always seem to think we're like this
Well, and just how
nonchalant, like,
right wing that
go with
is.
whatever. No, it's really bad here. And this media, the state media is so bad because they're just talking points and they just talk. There's no deviation. There's not even a controlled opposition. It's just one point of view, one like position, and that's it. You're not allowed to have anything else. And people get swept up in it. It's just ridiculous here.
No, yeah. Same.
I
It's lovely.
didn't think I had a lot to discuss and rant about, but
You open it up and it just comes flying out. Canada learned much of that from the US and also from the UK. Yeah.
Well, it's always
yeah.
been, I think, this kind of way. I don't think it's ever been what people think it's been. It's always been very imperialist. It very much has. I mean, like I said, like we've overthrew the Haiti's leaders because we have a lot of sweatshops down there. We like to go into Africa and help overthrow countries there. And we like to, same with South America. Like we have our hands dirty in all these like different countries of regime change because we also have big corporations and people who are billionaires who want to steal resources.
Yeah. Well, that's
And we love to help. We love
all
to help
they
out
do.
the military. We love to help out the U.S. military. We just like sold 35 F3 bombers, whatever, jets. We have a lot
No
of like
idea.
military weapons arms manufacturing here. So like I don't understand where people get this idea that we're just like the soft little like nonchalant, just happy go lucky, being the nice neighbor, just wanting peace kind of country. That's never been that way.
Like, I'm gonna go with propaganda.
Yeah, propaganda. But I'm saying this for the outsiders who think of Canada in a certain way. Yeah, they've
Yeah.
always been told this, but that's just not true.
Well, it's not just that they've been told this; it's also that the exports in media,
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
good. There's goofy comedies, like Red Green. Okay, like
Yeah. Yeah. I guess you could term that like soft power. It's what Jack Pad does with its anime. It's like the soft power aspect.
exactly.
Yeah, we were really, really good at the whole propagandizing the soft power. I will say that. Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah McLaughlin. Hello, my God.
Hey, I went to her concert.
I know, but how threatening is she?
Exactly. She's actually does embody the propagandized soft power of Canada. Actually, that's so true.
Oh yeah, very much so. And you supported it.
That's okay.
It's okay when you do it.
That's right. Actually, I didn't pay for that ticket. That's how I did it. So what are you talking about?
You said that, you crap. You knew what this was.
But I didn't pay for it.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, it was a long way to go for that concert. You had to go all the way across the country, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I flew across country, and my favorite part of that was picking up rocks and not the concert.
No, right? Yeah. We all know that you're a nature girly. We know.
I do like Sarah McLaughlin, and more for nostalgic reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, the most memorable thing I did there was pick up rocks. Like, such a nerd.
Well, and it's like the weird little things like that you do remember later on.
Yeah,
it's weird what sticks. But yeah. And you got to keep those rocks, didn't you? You didn't get to keep.
Yeah, they're agates, because I went to the Bay of Fundy, which is a world-renowned place for agates. So
right.
I'm in the process of tumbling them all now. Some of them are really cool looking. I am going to make a video showing them too.
Okay.
What they looked before and after.
During my visits to Vancouver, I watched people slam Ottawa and their policies. It's their favorite pastime. What say you about that?
Has a conservative mayor and everything too, though, which is interesting.
Vancouver does?
Yep.
So, that's a point. Like, so you're talking about the overall mood of the country. I know here in the United States, there's pockets of this and pockets of that.
It's pretty unipolar. Like, it's pretty the same. It's not lots of pockets of liberals, and then I'd say Alberta is probably the most conservative. Like they're really, really pretty neocon.
Jen, check it out of here. Go on, go lay down. Go lay down.
They consider themselves cowboy western kind of mentality there.
I'm sorry, who does?
Alberta.
Yeah, they're pretty rural, I guess, and remote, right?
Yeah, they're rural, remote, but they think that they're cowboys. They've got that sort of energy about it, and they're really neocon, really neoconservative.
So
they're trying
Texas.
to separate from Canada right now.
So Texas.
Yeah, they're Alberta's our Texas.
Nice.
For sure.
Nice.
That is exactly that. That is exactly a good comparison.
How awful. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize any other country had one of those.
From Canada now to try to become the United States. Yeah, they idolize the states, the South kind of.
So they want to become a state?
Yeah.
They want to be wait, part of Canada actually wants to be the 54th state?
Albertans do. Yeah, how bad they are.
That's interesting. I've been to Alberta many times. Is that what AB stands for?
Yeah.
Been to Calgary, Banff, Jasper, and Lethbridge. Yeah. I've spent most of my life living, many hundreds of miles from Canada. So
I've always lived in BC. I've been to Alberta once when I was younger. I've been to Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta.
mm,
I've been to Ontario quite a few times. I just went to Nova Scotia recently, you know about that. But that's actually about it. But I've traveled all over BC for my job that I did, right?
right. And I know you guys, like, how many territories? 5, 7? I don't know.
Northwest Territories, Yukon, Nunavut, BC, Alberta. I'm counting on my fingers, by the way. Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec. Did I say Nova Scotia?
No.
Nova Scotia, PEI, Labrador, and Newfoundland, New Brunswick. So like 13?
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. They're
You're
like,
"Wow,
a lot of them
more."
are, like huge though, I know, compared to the United States.
Well,
And some of
Canada's
it's
huge.
like,
It's a much bigger place than
yeah,
the US. So yeah, our provinces are huge, even still, even though there's that many.
right. Like a Scott's been all over Canada.
Yeah, look at you, traveler.
Oh, he's been everywhere. Like, we've established that. Especially back in the 90s, I guess Scott used to get around. I feel like that comes up a lot.
Yeah, I've just mostly really traveled the BC, but the other provinces I've only been to, like, if not once, just a sprinkling of times. But I'm not too sort of motivated to go to the other provinces, really. To be honest, if I'm going to travel, I'm going to go somewhere outside of Canada. Like I told you that I'm planning a trip, right?
No, I don't think so. Where are you going?
I did it. Oh, I'm planning to be going to South America, Colombia.
Wow, no, I don't think you did tell me that.
Yeah, next year. Planned it for next year.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going with my friend that lives in Nova Scotia because he's got family in Medellin.
Wait, no, you did mention this. Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So yeah, planning to go there, go to Medellin, Guadalupe, and San Gil, and a few. I want to go to the islands too, like the Cartagena, and then the islands that are there, because that's where you have the photosynthesis or whatever plankton that glows, the bioluminescent plankton.
Right. So
That I want to see
cool.
that. I think that would be freaking awesome. Cool. I want to see that.
Yes. Agreed. That does sound cool.
So
Well,
I'm
here's
hoping the
hoping
world
that,
doesn't go to hell before that
I was
happens. I
just
really hope-
gonna say, here's hoping they don't manage to destabilize the region to the point you can't fly there.
Right. And I'm also thinking, like, should I take my kid with me just in case I can't come back? I'm like,
Oh my god! I mean, I would take the kid anyways. Like, oh my gosh, what a thing to miss!
yeah.
He's old enough to appreciate glowing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just not
Yeah.
too sure if he would want to. He's really scared of flying.
Oh.
So but I'll figure that out later. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. You got some time to think about it. 2027, you said?
Yep.
Wow.
Planning sometime in 2027 February around, we're thinking. So
it would be summer there. Nice.
yeah. A good time to go.
Yeah, probably. Nah. Oh, I have fantasies
And they
of
have a
getting
lot
out
of
of
cool
here.
caves to go through. I want to go splunking. That's what I want to do. They've got a lot of cave systems in the
Oh,
mountainous
wow.
region. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You can like hire a guide, or are you just going to go out by yourself like you do
hire
at
a guide. I
home?
mean, I guess you can go by yourself, but I'd rather go with a guide.
Yeah. Because like at home, you're familiar with the territory and whatever, right?
Exactly. You don't want to hurt yourself, and I'm getting older. Like I've been spelunking before, but I'm getting older, and I've never been to that country. I've never been to those caving systems. So knowing my luck, I would hurt myself, and I would end up dying. No one would ever find me.
Oh my
'Cause I
god,
would have found some sort of cave system that hasn't been found or something. It'd be something stupid like that.
it's not on the
Like,
map. Yeah.
whoop, down I go into this big hole, never to be seen again.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't want that.
right.
I
It's
don't want that.
probably best not to go alone into a strange jungle. I mean, I guess.
Or even just not even alone, but even just with people that are just with me but don't know the layout either. We'd all die. We just never be heard from again. So
I saw a
yeah, so
spectacular.
guide would be a good idea, I think.
Yeah, yeah, probably worth all the money.
Yeah. Well, it's not
Yeah.
that expensive, right?
No, I'm just
It's like
saying it's probably
inflation's
worth
going up
every
for a lot
penny.
of us, but it's not necessarily so in other places, which is interesting.
No, I'm not saying it would be expensive. I'm just saying it would be worth every penny.
Oh yeah. No, that just reminded me of that too, because like it's interesting because like there's this podcasters and one of them is in going through Asia right now, and in Thailand he took some of the you got to take sort of travel sort of medication so you don't get
Mhm.
like certain diseases.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was like 200 something to get the antibiotic or whatever it is here in the States. But if he went to Thailand and got the immunity shot or whatever it was like $30. Like, so he just waited and he did dental work there too because it was so cheap. But like
Wow.
professionally done, like not like some back alley thing either, like actual like, you know. So
well, of course they have dentists there.
yeah, obviously, right? So
See, look at this. He went to Fleet Reed Cave in China in 1993, visited Thailand in 1995. See, back in the 90s, especially, like Scott's been
damn,
all over.
Scott.
See, yeah,
Damn. A little jelly. I'm over. Yeah, over here. I'm a
yeah,
little jelly.
yeah.
Because
Yeah, totally.
because I told you how before, back in the day, I backpacked through Egypt, right? I told you that.
I don't think so. That's
Oh, I
super
didn't.
cool
Well,
too.
I did, but that was my second choice, and I had to make it actually really close to the date I was leaving because I was actually supposed to go travel Thailand and Cambodia, but then there was a bombing at an airport, and then the flight shut. Like the flight was like, nope, we gotta deal with that. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so, but like, where am I gonna do now?
Oh
So I had
no.
to figure out like it was like before, like just like what, maybe a week and a half before I was like set to leave that this happened.
Oh my God! Had you had like
And
a
so I had to figure
package
out quickly where the
tour,
fuck am I gonna go because I'm going somewhere, god damn it.
right? Like you
So I
had these.
chose Egypt, and so I backed around Egypt for about a month. And on the African side of the country, because it's in two continents, right? The Asian side is usually the touristy trap area. So I picked the African side. So I backpacked all over the desert, to the different oases, and down the Nile River. I mean, I went on a hot air balloon ride. That was fun.
That does sound fun.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was real fun.
I only did a day trip to the Giza pyramids. That's it for Egypt for me.
Oh yeah, no, the Giza. Those are probably the most boringest place, like architecture, archaeologically, historical place to go to. There's so many different tombs and different, places to go, like historically wise, right? Where you have all these buildings that are like huge that they've dug up from under the sand in the desert and stuff that you can go to, like
Right.
that are just temples and they're huge and they're crazy. Yeah, the pyramids are boring as fuck. They're just a bunch of like it's just a bunch of like triangular buildings that have nothing to them.
It sounds.
And I didn't like Cairo. I'll tell you that. Cairo's really just that city. It was like really just dirty and not well taken care of. But everywhere else, like Luxor, all the oases, Alexandria, beautiful.
That's cool.
Yeah. And great people. Like you have to be careful, Cairo, because like it's such a a tourist place, right? Obviously, that
Mm.
a lot of people, you have to be careful, scammers and stuff like that. So it's not like I hated it, but out of
I
all
feel
the
like if
places
I
in
were gonna be
Egypt,
in
I
a
was like a little,
place, if I were gonna like come up with a top 5 places, you would get your pocket pick. Cairo would be on that list.
yeah, yeah. And it was just like, it was just a little sketchy and stuff like that, which is
Yeah.
fine, like whatever. But if I had it, out of all the different areas I went to, that would just it just happens to be a favorable one, I'd say.
Mhm.
I loved going through the desert though. Like we camped out. Like a lot of people, when they think of the Egypt desert, they think of it just being like what in their mind, like the Great Sea of Sand, where it's just like sand dunes and all that, which isn't how it is, right?
Mm.
So there's different sections, and so like one of them being like say the White Desert. So that's where I camped out of, and it's called the White Desert because it looks like the Arctic. You've got these huge like rocks that have been bleached white and then
Mm.
shaped by sandstorms, so like they resemble different like mushrooms and just different like oddity shapes and all that, and they're huge, like big as houses. And so I stayed
That's really
camped out
hot.
in the middle.
Oh my god, it sounds like a hot tub. Sorry.
Yeah, that's on the Asian side. That's the sort of more touristy area. That's where all the shark attacks happen too lately.
Goody.
Yeah, I didn't go there.
Yeah, I don't know. I would be hard pressed to go backpacking in the desert. Like I just. On the other hand, you see this complexion, right? Like I would not
Oh, I'm pale
last
as fuck, my
a
dear.
day. I would not last a day, but I would
I
also be
come from
like,
a long lineage of gingers, so
really? That's
yeah, on my
fun.
Irish side. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, so you'd go from different oases, which is like different towns. They're pretty big where there's vegetation because there's underground water reserves.
Mhm.
So there's villages and stuff, but they're scattered all throughout the desert. So you just kind of go from one to the next. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it is hot in Egypt. It is that, but it's not unbearable. I thought I didn't have an issue.
People do live there. I imagine that it's very bright too.
Yeah.
Is that yeah?
I mean,
Sun.
there's sun, so there's brightness.
Okay. No, to be fair, like, and you just said you've been to other places, like moving from just like Ohio to Tennessee, like I noticed the difference in the angle, the difference in the brightness in the sun, especially in the summer. Like it gets like in your face in a way that it just doesn't up north.
Yeah, see that's a good point. It's the dry heat in Egypt. Exactly. It was more harder for me to adjust when I went to Mexico because it's very like moist, humid heat. It's a wet heat, I guess you would say. Dry heat feels different. Dry heat, I find it not to be as bad as humid heat because it's almost like stifling. It feels like the air is really heavy
Right.
and that
And
like
it's
it's hard
harder
to
to
breathe
breathe.
almost. Yeah, just exactly. So yeah, I found that Egypt wasn't really much of an adjustment where I felt like it was a little too much, but Mexico, kind of did feel like I was like, whoo, like I could like cut this air with a knife.
Yeah. The sun angle here in Western Washington, is the same as at Lake Superior. We're at the same altitude as Isle Royale. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, neither do I.
Sorry there, Scott. You stumped me. But you're saying that it's pretty far north? That's what I'm getting
Yeah.
from the Lake
That's just right
Superior
under me,
thing.
right?
Latitude. No, I know latitude, honey. But I just meant that I'm not sure where that island is.
Isle Royale.
I get that
Yeah.
you're saying you're pretty far north. And, I don't. This
I'm
time of
not too
year,
Lake
I
Superior. So
couldn't.
you're talking about Ontario, right? Lake Superior.
We're more north than all of Maine. Ooh. No, thank you. Every so often, my husband asks me if I want to move back to Cleveland, and I have to tell him absolutely not. And this time of year reminds me of why that is, because I feel like I'm just okay, like just brutal honesty. I feel like I'm sitting here today going, yeah, whoa, yeah, yeah. Like that's what I feel like today because I am so completely brain dead with the season. Like my winter thing has got my
Brain's not-
brain,
Yeah.
my mind feels like it's half frozen, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's also different too in Washington, Western Washington on the coast. Like I said, around here, it's probably the warmest on the West Coast than anywhere else in Canada,
Mm,
right? And
right.
it's just the way that we are when it comes to like the Arctic, air and with the Pacific Ocean and stuff like that. The way that it, the
No,
low pressure, high pressure wind, whatever that is, systems. It's like it's warm and wet.
right. And see, that sounds nice,
Warmer, as in warmer than like the below freezing shit that they get in other parts of Canada.
Right. It's not called the Great White North and is notorious for being cold. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And as far as I know that like Maine is way further north than Cleveland. I get that you're way further north than any place that I've ever been, and like I don't begrudge you it, I suppose is what I'm saying. I probably couldn't live there. I would be brain fucked for 6 months out of the year. It's just no. The Sunshine Coast in British Columbia is very warm.
Yep, it
The
is.
Sunshine Coast, really? That's what they call it?
We're on the Sunshine Coast. That's what they call us. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. See, so like that's what I'm saying is that we're just in a weird pocket.
Yeah.
So we're not that cold up here, like where we are. The Sunshine Coast, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
not normally that bad here either. We're
Yeah.
having the cold snap to end all cold snaps this week, and
Hell, you're colder than we are because we haven't even had not even a thought of snow, like nothing.
I don't think it's not snowing out there yet, but
Not
any
yet.
minute now, it's supposed to dump on us.
I'm just bugging them. Yeah.
And then I'll be justified for all the extra stuff that I bought to put in the fridge. Because everybody just freaks out a little bit around here when it's supposed to snow because that's how seldom it actually does.
Mm-hmm. No, I know that. And then it's funny though, but too, because people here do not know how to drive, and so when people come from out of town, they're like, "What the fuck?" Right? Because we're the same way here. Like people drive or get in accidents, and it's just like this thin layer.
Oh, right, because they're not used
And
to
I'm
it.
like,
But then everybody else in
meanwhile,
Canada
other
is
parts of
probably
Canada,
like,
the snow
yeah.
is like 5 feet tall, and they're still driving.
Yeah. And the northeast of the states is like that. Yeah, you get people from the
Yeah,
northeast. They
yeah.
come down here, and it's like they think it's like it's there's a whole lot of people who move down here from the northeast, and it's really funny because like the stereotype is that you retire to Florida, right?
Yeah.
But it's like they're driving from like New York to Florida, and they get about halfway, and they get out of the car, and they look around and go, "Oh, there's no snow here. It's pretty nice. Why don't we just stay here?" And the land is
Isn't
how
bad.
cheap? The land is
Yeah,
how
right?
cheap? Yeah.
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 And you
Like,
don't have the same mentality. Florida's in a whole other level of mind fuckery.
Right. Well, and Florida doesn't have, the Appalachian or like
Yeah.
Mississippi and like, I don't know, Tennessee is like at least 2 regions
Yeah.
that if I were going to make it, like I would probably just cut it up into 2 states, honestly, because
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to live in Florida. There's no way in hell. It'd be way too warm and humid. Because that's like close to
see,
the Caribbean.
I really enjoyed it. I lived there for about 1.5 years, and I really liked it.
Oh, you lived there.
I did. I went to school there.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't talk about it much. My past, my shady past. No, my sunny
Your
past.
shady Floridian past.
Yeah, my sunny past. It is very sunny down there. And it's like
Yeah, it is.
it made me laugh so hard when I got there and I took a look around and it made me think of the filter, the yellow filter that they put on like CSI Miami. I'm like, holy shit, the sun really does have a different tint down here. That's funny as fuck. Like,
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
totally get it. I totally get it. Because like going to from here to like, yeah, it's very
I'm
got a
sure in
yellow tint in Egypt.
Mexico. Yeah, or Egypt, yeah. I'm sure those
Egypt even
places
more
have
so, even more so
similar.
than Mexico, Egypt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's have a
that,
yellow tint.
that's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
know what
cool.
I know what you're meaning by that filter. That yeah, that's exactly it.
It made me think of the TV show. It's just, embarrassing,
Mhm.
I guess, but I really liked it was how it was spring and then it was summer and then it was spring again and then it was summer again and I'm just like, wow, this is amazing.
Just 2 seasons.
The cold time just never comes at all. You know,
Yeah.
I get used to that. It's a cold
wonder-
day. A cold day in
wonder-
Orlando is sock weather. You know,
I
like,
wonder how. Yeah, you know what? I never knew before when it comes to looking through at Columbia, right? That
Yeah.
that like the top portion of, like turns into like this massive desert.
oh,
It looks like a massive desert. Yeah, it's all
Wow.
dusty and just like just bush, like desert bush.
wow.
Like I didn't know that about Colombia. It's not much of the country, but the top bit that is
The Miami
northern
Sea
tip.
Aquarium. What's the Sea Aquarium? I'm sorry. You're saying Colombia has this northern region that's like,
The northern
what-
tip of Colombia is like a desert. It looks almost like
Oh.
Arizona.
that's what I was gonna say, like the Southwest. Okay.
Yeah. I never knew that. Like I was like, whoa, dusty. Look at that. 'Cause I
I'm
keep thinking
sure
of Colombia, and all I think is like luscious rainforest.
Yeah, like that's where the coffee comes from, right?
Yeah, Bogota. Yeah, they've got lots of coffee plantations in the mountains.
Oh wow. 8,500 feet in elevation. Damn.
Oh yeah, like you can't even. It's hard to travel by vehicle even throughout the country. So when we do travel to place to place, we're gonna actually have to take some domestic flights to get over
Wait,
mountain areas.
is this the country in South America? I'm sorry. I saw something a while back where it has like a freeway that goes around the outside. But then like
You're probably thinking of Ecuador, which is just right underneath Colombia. I think you're talking about Ecuador.
Maybe. The way
'Cause
like
you
the
can ride
internal
trains there-
infrastructure
you can
is
ride
like
the trains there, and like you can actually go and sit on top of the trains. Dangerous. Oh yeah.
wow. Wow. They're really wild in it down there, huh?
I wanted to go to Ecuador for a long time, but then ever since recently, it's been overtaken by silent goose.
Sorry, you
gene
really wanted
changed.
to go where?
now
I missed it. My alarm was going off.
Ecuador,
Oh.
because it used to be really much more autonomous, but now it's really sort of under the control of cartels and stuff because American cartels and the control through the drugs. And it's funny when they go off about Venezuelan drug smuggling and stuff. I'm like, that's not where it's coming from. Like it's not fentanyl and anything, and then South America, it's cocaine, by the way, guys. And
Okay.
two, it's not coming out of Venezuela. It's coming from Colombia. It's a lot better now that it has its own autonomous control again, but it's coming from Ecuador.
Can I just ask a sidebar for a second to like ask a question? Sidebar question. So like, has it ever actually been proven that the United States government invented crack? Has that actually been like has that been declassified along with all the other crazy conspiracy theories of the 20th century that turned out to be true?
I don't know if they invented crack.
Well,
I
they
don't know if they invented
disseminated
crack.
it. You know what
they
I'm
are
saying?
the reason why crack exists in the United States. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it
Okay.
has.
So that one's
totally.
true too. Okay. I'm just wanted to establish that. I kind of figured,
Oh yeah.
it
Well,
fits.
even the whole drug trade, like especially with the whole coming from Florida and stuff like that with cocaine and all that. That's due to like a lot of the Cuban elites, let's say, that got ousted when Cuba had its revolution era, a lot of those people that got excommunicated and like that live in the United States are like big head honcho mafioso kind of people, and they're the one that help out with the whole cartel of getting it inside with the help of the CIA.
Right.
So
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. They're really the ones to talk about drug trade, aren't they? They're
Right?
really the ones to talk about
Well,
worrying
exactly.
about
It's
like,
so
oh,
oh, yeah, this kind of
that's
the drug trade.
like,
I'm like, one, the boat is super small. Two, there's just 2 guys on it, and 3, they're fishermen.
yeah.
They're fishermen. They're just fishermen.
It's just so
Like,
I don't
'cause,
even
like,
we
they
don't.
care. Think about it. Like Donald Trump cares for the health and well-being of the citizenry. Really? Because that's the claim. Like,
No, I know.
That makes no sense.
I can't see, and this is why I had to back away from politics because I can't even seriously comment on that man. Like, I cannot believe. Was I in a car accident like 5 years ago, and this is all a coma dream? Because that would explain a lot.
That would be a relief.
Yeah,
It's,
I mean,
yeah. I wish it was all just a
because I
dream.
just don't. I cannot fathom like the absolute insanity, and it's not even insane like in a way that makes sense, like is internally coherent. Where you
Yeah,
can argue against it. It's no. Like, oh, who is this? Somebody said that he's the first postmodern president. I'm like, yeah,
it's
because
just subjective.
it is kayfabe in politics on the world stage. I don't know. It's like so horrible and
Yeah.
just mind-bogglingly just batshit insane.
Yeah.
And then there's people who not only are there people who subscribe to that, there's people like Nick Fuentes. Not only are there people like Nick Fuentes is making money being Nick Fuentes, and I just
I think Nick Fuentes is basically just a Fed. He's a Fed. He's like, because he makes all these vast claims.
oh yeah, you don't you think he's a plant as well?
What?
Really, you think he's a plant as well? Because he just comes across as like
it's pretty much kind of like, it's not confirmed, obviously, but like, the way that his position is going, you're like, okay, so you're just a Fed.
Oh yeah, right. Because the way he just broke through all of a sudden like that.
He just broke through all of a sudden, and I mean, considering he's like very like white supremacy sort of ideologue.
Oh, I know.
The fact that he also supports Israel is interesting.
Does he?
He thinks we should strive to be like Israel.
Oh. I'm not even embarrassed that I'm not totally up. I'm surprised. I thought it was the opposite of that, but I could be mistaken.
You would think.
Because I'm not even going to be embarrassed at not knowing exactly what it is that Nick Fuentes believes.
Well, it doesn't make sense logically, and that's what I'm saying. So now, like, we're
okay, wait, no, I do, but like, you can't sit here and be like, no, that person's ideology doesn't make logical sense, therefore they're a plant. But because like,
it's not that they don't make logical sense, is that now you're sort of going along with exactly the talking points of the system.
Oh no, yeah.
That you're funneling people that had been resistant to it. Now you're just funneling them into the exact same positions out of the blue. When you've been against them, like when you would criticize, like a lot of the Groypers, that his followers, a lot of the Groypers would go off about ties to Israel. Right? In lots of the TPUSA conferences, they would always come up and be like, why are they our, allies and this and this and this? And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's like, we should strive to be like Israel.
Oh my God.
Like, what? And he's like, don't investigate this theory, like that, there might be Mossad, this, Mossad. It's not true. You're just like, it's like, so all of a sudden it just turned right around.
Oh my God.
And now it's like conform. That's why people think he's a Fed.
Maybe this happened since I looked into it last, and that's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
because yeah, I just don't necessarily follow him that closely. Yeah.
Yeah, well, neither do I that
No,
closely.
I'm not
But
saying that you do. I'm not
enough
saying
of the
that
time to know where you stand.
you
Even though I think
follow
it's important.
all of this shit more closely than I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, that's all I meant. I didn't mean that that way. Just the fact that he exists and like makes my so like he got swooped. Ugh. I don't know. That's why I made a response video to him because he made me laugh so hard. Like I think he's funny. That's my guilty confession. Is I think Nick Fuentes is fucking hilarious. Just the way that he delivers shit, and it comes out the fact that he's like 5'7". I'm like, that checks out.
Yeah.
He's the funny little edgelord guy.
And he's proud of being a virgin, and he
Right.
proudly
Oh my god.
displays it.
And I like on the one hand, I don't want to believe that, and on the other hand, no, I kind of do. And
yeah.
On the third hand, I'm upset that I know it at all. But
yeah, no, he's quite the character. I do think that there's a good possibility he's just a fed because of the way that how accumulated into just trying to then take people that had any sort of resistance to the narrative and trying to then all of a sudden turning around and trying to get them funneled right into it. Right.
Well, the way you make it sounds like he got sold out.
Yeah, could be.
Not that he got sold out. He did sell out.
Yeah.
Which, I wow. Imagine it must be I don't know. I just imagine being such a firebrand, and then the Fed comes along and says, or you could say what we tell you to.
Or or it could be, we've got shit on you. Do what we want, and everything will be fine. You don't want to make enemies.
Oh my god!
Because obviously, I mean, look at the Epstein files. They love to blackmail.
No, you're right. I keep forgetting.
Just imagine what Nick Fuentes does when he thinks no one's watching.
No, I don't want to imagine that. Thank you very much.
There might be a very good reason why he's doing this. There might be some interesting stuff on blackmailing.
So that explains why me and all of my weird travels through right-wing politics never got approached by anyone because they don't have any skeletons in my closet.
Maybe.
Yikes.
There's a lot of people that I like, that they've got the call, like, they know, like, there's something just weird about all of a sudden it switched, and now it's just like hypocritically just get on board with the conformity, and it's weird. It's weird.
I don't know that I've ever seen something like that happen in real time. It must be super bizarre.
Oh, it's happening everywhere, and that's why.
I know.
And
it
feels like I'm like almost like a conspiracy theorist, but no, like this is what I mean. Like the propaganda is just quite obvious because like there's no like skill to it. There's no tactical no skill. Like they're not trying to. It's like they don't know how to make it natural. To make something alive, like propaganda seem natural, like it's almost like stupid propaganda where it's like they're not even. It's like they're not hiding shit.
No, that's like the metaphor that I came up with is like it's grandpa's trying to go to the office at 2:00 in the morning, and it's time to put him. It's time to put him in the home. Like
like and it's everywhere. Like Kash Patel.
Yeah.
Like it's like making rules up about the law that aren't the law, and you're like the head of the FBI director. And you're like, oh my god, you're stupid. Like look at this. Like you're too stupid to hide it.
Right, but so.
Hello. Again,
Hello.
sorry, that was me. But it's like Dan Bongino too. Like the whole time before he got into the administration role, he was fucking going, oh, we're going to look at the Epstein. We're going to figure that out. We're going to find, goes in, oh, nothing to see here. It was a suicide. Oh. And then thinks he's going to have a podcast now. And everyone's just dragging the shit out of him because like you're not a good liar. You were sweating bullets every time someone asked you a question. Like you don't know how to hide it.
And
You're
as someone who's had a YouTube channel for like 6 years, that pisses me off because somebody with name recognition like that, yeah, they can probably have a podcast and talk about whatever the fuck they want and make a decent living doing that because people will tune in just because they know who it is.
No, but I don't think that they are. I think that their audience are bots, and that the only reason why they are staying afloat is because they're getting paid by Israel.
Right.
So that's why they're there. It's not that people are actually even watching them.
Oh, the manufactured consent. Oh,
yeah, because
my gosh.
and you can really tell because of this whole TikTok thing where everyone's left. And, oh, by the way, Upscroll, the new sort of social media outlet, is number 1 now. Everyone left. Everyone deleted their Twitter and their TikTok are moving to Upscroll because it's not censored. And then people, because since it's just the beginning, people like podcasters who've had like 100,000 subscription, right, are getting more comments and more engagement now that they're on Upscroll, and they only have like starting with 1,000, and they've got way more engagement, which shows that they're hiding people and hiding their content from people on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
So like in a massive way. So yeah, all of Twitter, all that shit, that's just manufactured consent. Like most of that's just dead internet shit. Because people are talking, but no one's watching, and the only people that are getting watched are not being really watched. They are inflated, algorithm tampered, and bots. So that's so nobody's really actually engaging in anything really on Twitter anymore.
Wow.
It shows because now that you take that away and you see the difference in ratios, you can tell. Yeah, that's quite obvious how badly they were censoring. Like, and that's why it's number 1. The point is, like, they can't lie. They've made it too obvious.
Yeah. Are you over there doing stuff, or did you just?
No, but I don't have a TikTok or an X account really. So
yeah.
But I might. Maybe I'll go there and start, engaging again in social media if it's not going to be like overlorded by these fucking tech billionaire fucking monsters.
Right. Consent manufacturers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That sounds fun, actually. I've wondered that for years. What reaction my content would actually get if anyone who was remotely interested in it actually got to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, right? And it's really showcasing their asses now that like it was really heavily tampered with it, like, and propped up a certain way so that they had complete control about who gets to see what, who gets to speak about what, who gets seen, and who has engagement.
My naive ass came out swinging for, women's rights and got suppressed like right away. Again, like 6 years ago. And I swear to God, it still is like that. It still is, And I know that sounds like really lame to say that on the one hand, but on the other hand, I don't know. I feel like the censorship has been working against me this whole fucking time.
Well, yeah, because you're on like what, YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that a lot. They do censor a lot. And the one, you can go to its competition who actually have stood on their grounds for like being not shadow banned and for free speech, but it's not, still a lot of people don't use it. So it's like, because like Rumble, and it's full of, a lot of them are right-leaning people that are, that's another thing, right? Because there was a time around the COVID era, so a lot that were people were getting censored, so a lot of them were right-leaning people, and that's who they first got. But they would probably, like, they've tried to reach out to more leftist-leaning people to come over to them because it's their brand now. So if they start censoring, that will completely destroy their brand, right?
Yeah.
And they've proven this because they've actually had countries because different laws of different countries, usually what ends up happening is that to conform with certain very censorious laws in that country, they just change their whole system to enable them to continue with a country that's censorious, but that affects everywhere else, and the laws of does apply to them as well. So what Rumble so far has been the only sort of like video content sort of sharing platform that has literally said, no, if we're not censoring anything. If you have a problem with that, what they do, like France has done this, and Brazil, they refuse to allow Rumble to be opened in their country. Like they block it completely so that people in their country can't engage. France and Brazil, right? And they're the only platform that I know that have literally not gone along with, okay, we'll censor things so that we can have our business in your country. They're like, no, we're not censoring. And they stood up for that. So that does say a lot, because like actions speak louder than just words. Really.
No, yeah. And I actually, there is a guy at my church who every time this comes up, he's like, you should get in Rumble because me and my wife, we own stock in Rumble and we put our money where our mouth is and they don't censor and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah. On the one hand. On the other hand, I don't want to get any more involved with right-wing people than I tried to get apparently a couple of years ago when people kept assuming that I was one because I don't think men are women. Okay, like no. And the more time passes, the more secure I am in that decision to not associate with right-wing people. Because that shit just keeps getting worse and worse, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You don't have to associate. Like, you don't even have to
associate. No, I know.
Other people that's on there, though.
I know, but yes, I do. Positions. It's a social media. Okay, I'm sure there are some lefties on there, but
there
like,
so and like, it's not like you interact with other people unless you want to, right? I mean,
this is the point of social media, is it not?
Yeah, but I mean, I guess there are people in your comments might be, but if you attract enough audience members, then that are left leaning and have decided to go over to watch your content there that are left leaning, it's not like you have to interact with like a bunch of left right wingers.
And this is the thing. Like I've been meaning to do this. I've been meaning to do this since it would have made sense to do it for TikTok. Okay, where if I ever get the time, I'm going to post here and there and everywhere. Like people do.
Yeah, that's what a lot of leftists do. Is that leftist podcasters do is that they have a Rumble place because they're afraid that YouTube can one day just swipe and you're off, and then they lose everything, all their content deleted, and so it's like a backup, right?
Yeah. Rumble's filled with right-wing people. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately,
I know it is, and I don't want to hang out with them, and that's why I'm not over there.
That's my thing. That's why I still don't have a Rumble account. I'm like, but like, there might be some people that I would content that I would like to see uncensored, because they will have the uncensored and the Rumble account, but at the same time, it's not. Is it worth it to make a whole ass fucking account?
No, and again, I'm monetized here, which makes it kind of feel. I mean, maybe that's a sunk cost fallacy. I don't know, but it took me 5 fucking years to get it, so kind of feels like I'm married to that at this point, until I get something else managed to spin up, and like I say, if I had the time, sure, let's go set up a Rumble account and just double post over there and see how it goes. I don't fucking care, but like I don't have the time to manage it right now. I barely have the time to manage this.
Yeah, exactly. Me, like I said, like I'm one to speak. I'm like, I don't have an account.
Like I'm at that place in my life where it's this bottleneck, where everything has to happen right now because my kids are growing up and stuff,
And that's a lot to like manage too, right? Obviously.
And as like for my own personal growth, legacy, sanity, whatever, I have like my novel that I'm working on, which I had kind of thought I would write in my 50s, but oh well. The idea came early, and what are you going to say to inspiration? No.
Yeah, not now. Like
so, no. I'm busy being a mom right now. I'll be an author next year. Like what? No.
Yeah, no.
So I'm trying to do all of that at the same time, which ask anybody. That's a lot. So.
Yeah,
I don't have time to do Rumble. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can understand. No, I totally understand. It's good though for something for as a backup for bigger podcasters, a job living where they
Well,
don't
like just
have
like
to worry about all that other shit.
as opposed like ethically, I would be like, you know what, right wingers shouldn't own that shit because I hate the idea that freedom of speech is a right wing idea, and I would probably go and make me an account just to give the middle finger to that because it's not, you know.
Well, I mean, Rumble, like the people that own it, obviously are. It doesn't even matter where they stand. It's because damn it, never again. There you go. The people that own Rumble have showcased that they are for freedom of speech. They don't try to censor left wing speech either. So
No, I know,
don't really
and
have a
that's what I'm
problem with
saying.
supporting that.
No,
Because
right.
like I don't care if someone's like left leaning. Like
It's more
there are
like
some right leaning people that are very that haven't changed their position. Hello?
yeah.
So okay, they haven't changed their position on things that are not like pro MAGA. They are actually anti-war. Like I'll give you an example. There's a libertarian who has a channel called Liberty Vault.
Okay.
And so far, everything that he comments on, I have not disagreed with him with one. He's anti-empire. He's anti-imperialism. So like it really just depends. Just grouping all right wingers as one thing, I think, is a little bit too black and white thinking because there are people in
No,
some
really?
groups. Yeah. So I wouldn't say just because they're right wingers, I wouldn't support something if they're actually shown to be the case that they're not censorious, that they believe in dialect and have no problem with, with holding on to that belief, even in the face of like, say, criticism from leftists, and they still will protect their freedom of speech, even if they disagree. I think that's commendable. So I don't really have a problem with that, but it just depends on the actions of, say, whatever group. It doesn't really matter as long as the actions are there.
Maybe we should change our verbiage then, because when I say right wing, I guess what I mean is authoritarian.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably change the verbiage because I think a lot of liberals are very, very authoritarian as well.
Oh, yeah. I think we were just talking
so
about
like
that.
it really just yeah.
Hang on, my phone's gonna die. I gotta go get my cord. Hang on. I mean, I can still hear you, but I'm gonna leave the screen for a minute.
Yeah, I'll shout out Liberty Vault because I think I really like his content, and I think he's very knowledgeable. He's a huge fan of like the Gray Zone, which is like crazy because that is a leftist journalist, investigator sort of company.
Which, I don't. I mean, I guess to make it help. Investigative journalism shouldn't be either, right? You're just like looking for corruption.
Well, it depends because there's going to also be a bias, right?
I see snow flurries. No, I know there's inevitable bias. That's true.
So that's why it's a left leaning because the guy that owns the founder and like the part owner even says this all the time. It's like, yes, of course, I'm left leaning, so it's going to be coming from a left leaning lens, but that doesn't mean that.
See, it's just got to be the tax department. We're not tax.
Come on, good boy. Come on, no, come on out, puppies. God, come here.
He's my puppy.
Fine, whatever. I'm just trying to. Ah, dogs. Oh, good. Here come the others. Oh. So, yeah. Everybody's already home today, so I have no reason I need to rush away. I have no one to go pick up. Because I already did that.
As I was saying, sorry, this is loud. Well, the Gray Zone, they always like speak about how they're not going to lie and pretend that they are completely nonpartisan because like I believe in lots of leftist ideas, but that doesn't mean it's not trustworthy sources. Oh, was that me? Hello? Scott, am I frozen? Or is she frozen? Oh, there you are. Are you there? I can hear you, and I can see you, but you're frozen. I can hear you.
It's fantastic.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. Now we're looking at the bed. There. Hi. Great. Yay.
That was interesting. That's why I don't think it was me.
No, it wasn't. I got a phone call.
Oh, a phone call. Yeah, that happened. I'm
Yeah.
like, Scott, help me out. What's going on?
Catherine O'Hara died? Oh, no. Really?
Who the fuck is Catherine O'Hara?
Oh, that's a bummer. Sorry. She was the mom in Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Home Alone and all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
her.
shame.
Yeah.
Michael
Bummer.
Parenti died. Rip to him. Rip to him.
Michael Parenti.
He's a political theorist.
Oh.
He was a really good. I've got his books too. Like really, really good speaker. Really good political analyst. Yeah.
Oh, did he die today?
No, he died a few days ago.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah.
Was
He was
he
really good.
older?
Well, yeah, he was older. He's been a big he's been really like a big political commentator for like years, decades.
Mhm.
Oh, tons of books written. I
So
think
he had a good run
Chomsky's
then.
still alive, which is crazy.
Who?
Like Chomsky's still alive, which is crazy.
Right. That was what I hate this about that. But then when he came up in the Epstein thing, I was like, wait, is he still alive?
Yeah, right. He is, I think. But yeah, no, that one hurt. That one hurt. I'm like, oh, but I'm like, this is why you don't idolize people.
Oh, yeah. And this is why I'm just kind of trying to make sense of things for myself. You know what I mean? She was in an Outer Limits episode. Catherine O'Hara was in an Outer Limits episode, huh? You know, that okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't
that
really
one hurt.
watch that show.
And with him and Steve Bannon, that one I'm like, ouch.
Yeah.
And you know what the thing is? There's like for a while now, he's been spouting such liberal shit. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it's like he lost a lot of credibility with me, which is sad because
maybe you do know what happened.
His earlier shit is really important, and I still believe in the honesty of that, you know?
Right. He's the manufactured consent guy, right?
Yeah, he coined the term and he made a case for it.
Right.
He called out genocide. But then all of a sudden, like when he got older, there was such a weird switch to like very liberal ideals. And very
Let me think. Let me guess. What is he?
And I just kind of put that in a box of he's old and senile.
Right. What is he? In his 70s?
Oh, 80s? I think it's 90s, I think.
Really?
And,
okay.
And like you could chalk it up to senility, but he knows what he's doing to some degree because like the way hanging out with Steve Bannon and Epstein, like there's a little devil in him, and I don't that can't be just chalked up to senility. I'm sorry.
No, right. It's not. It's something, and like I'm gonna get. This is, I guess, my personal. I don't know. I hate. You look out and you see the divide and conquer everywhere, and you see the little different camps, and you try not to settle into any one of them. But this one, I boomers, dude. I can't. I really just want to look at him and be like, "Yep, that's what happened to all of them. They all hit midlife and went, you know what? I want to keep my cable TV though.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? Things are changing. I'm just going to fucking get my get.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They all turned out to be such nihilistic cynics, and I
Doing it
just
for
like,
themselves. Yeah. At the end, there was like, they're just kind of like, oh, well, I'll just get what I need to get and for myself and, fuck this shit. Just go
right,
back
and like the obligatory,
everything.
not all boomers, right? Like they're not all, I like they just statistically can't all be that way, right? Like that's just not possible.
Right? There's a
But-
reason why boomers have a bad fucking rep, man.
Yeah, there is. There really, really is, and goodness knows
That
I've
one
known
did hurt.
enough
That
of
one hurt.
them.
Can't lie, that kind of hurt. That hurt. But the fact that people try to excuse what, like, that shit, like, okay, you can be hurt, okay? You need to be honest with yourself that one hurt, but you cannot defend that shit.
No, you can't.
Defend that shit.
No, and I'd be really interested to. I think this we've done just now is the most analysis that I've seen anyone attempt to do on such a thing. like right? Like no one is actually
Noam
looking
Chomsky's
at that.
97, yeah. So
Oh
almost 100.
wow!
Yeah, that's I'm like, you're not done yet. Why did you have to take Michael Parenti?
So technically, that makes him the silent generation, doesn't it? They're supposed to be better than that. Wait.
Damn.
Does that make him old enough to have fought in World War II? It does, doesn't it? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, you're right, Scott. Yeah, he's much too old. I didn't even think of that. I just kind of I always forget what fucking generation is what which one's a millennial, boomers. I forget them all the time. I'm
so like my like both my parents are so quintessentially boomer that like I read that description as like a college student and went
yeah, my mom too. She's boomer. I know that. And I know I'm a millennial, but like on the cusp of something.
Right.
But I think a millennial. I think.
I'm definitely very millennial, and like I love a lot of the Gen Z culture, and I look around and I go, oh my God, finally people who make sense.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, because like the culture from the older culture is very nihilistic, like, oh, you care about something? That's so uncool. Don't be, don't be such a stick in the mud. Can't you just be cool? Why do you have to be so passionate about stuff and like care so much? Oh my God.
I'm a late blooming riot girl. That was my fucking get up when I was growing up. So Bikini Kill, yeah.
Right, yeah, which is like the opposite of that. Punk is very passionate,
Yeah, but it's funny because a lot of my friends are like, I'm going, yeah, Bikini Kill. I was like, Spice Girls.
See, no. I was always a goth. I just didn't know what goth meant because I looked at the Spice Girls at like 12 and went, "You're kidding, right?"
Yeah,
like,
that was my look. And then I'm like, no, I'm gonna turn on some old school hole. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Some Bikini Kill, some L7. Oh yeah, Riot Girl. I grew up a Riot Girl. So.
Yeah.
That was always a weird though. So
Right? No, yeah. I respect.
Yeah, the whole like, you just don't care. Like let's just like, oh, it's very much the mentality. Yeah, surrounding.
Right, and I've always been one of those people who was like, but the planet and the animals, and like it was always very, like that older culture is very. I want to call it boomer culture. Like we live in boomer world, right? And like it comes down through the Gen X latchkey kids, who were groomed from the time they were toddlers not to give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
And they were
I'm like, don't fucking tell me what to do, what to believe. Fuck you. I'll do what I want.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah, thanks.
And an attitude that continues to this day, I suppose.
Yeah.
It seems.
There's little hints in my identity, I guess you could say now, my personality. Riot Girl spirit.
Yes. Better be careful. You give yourself away. Be on the lookout for an ex Riot Girl.
Yeah. Man, funny.
I tried to be a hippie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, back in like high school and college. Just like, oh, I did the whole 60s flower child thing. Oh my God.
Yeah, I had a friend who was really into the hippie sort of look and aesthetic, I guess you could say.
Right. And the music and the philosophy too, you know.
She's more like a boomer now. Well,
Oh,
no, she's
it's
more like she's very liberal.
right. And it's
Very
weird how
liberal.
there's actually a lot of overlap there.
Yeah.
It's a very
Yeah.
natural slide. As we were just talking about, like everybody in that generation basically went that way, right? Like
Yeah.
that's interesting that Noam Chomsky is 97. Like I'm trying to do math. I'm still stuck on that. That makes him born in 1929, which means that he was 20 and 49, which so he squeaked out. He like squeaked out just being too young to be in World War II. We're like,
Yeah.
wow. Where were you? You know, sir, I wasn't born yet. Funny how many Germans say that these days.
Yeah.
Like, but that makes him like one of the oldest people on the fucking planet, doesn't it? Jeez.
This is what I mean. Yeah, he's old, and that's why when I say, "Why Michael Parenti? You're older, you betrayer!" At the left.
Oh no, it's always the good ones that go first, isn't it?
I know, right? So
Yeah.
sad. Just have a moment. Just so sad. Like, oh, that sucks.
Hey, at least he got to write a bunch of books.
He did write a bunch of books, and he never strayed from like his positions and his politics and his beliefs.
So that's what happened to Noam Chomsky. He lived long enough to see himself become the villain. I think that's so stupid.
Exactly. He lived long enough to become the villain.
So what you're saying is you live long enough to see people find out all the dumb shit you did? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah. The longer you live, the more chances people will fucking see the underbelly.
Right, because like what that's implying, right? Is that the villain bit, the villainous bit was there the whole time, right? Like
yeah, I think it is. But like
if you exit the stage before
oh my god, I would be fucking furious if we turn over and find the underbelly of Michael Parenti. I would be nihilistic then, okay?
Oh, so even you have heroes?
Noam Chomsky is already like has already fallen. Don't fuck with me, Michael Parenti. Stay true.
Yeah. Well, maybe he didn't get invited to those parties, huh?
Probably not.
Even better, maybe he turned them down.
I hope.
Right? Like
I have not seen anything to suggest that he was rubbing elbows with the establishment, really.
Yeah, no. And like I noticed that like a couple of my favorite musicians aren't on any of those lists either. So that's nice.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Michael Parenti was always like sort of very much down with the people, like, you know, with the people. Like he was, he didn't have a kind of like, because even Noam Chomsky had sort of a not a condescending, but a very like almost like, you know, hot, like highbrowness to him, right? Highbrow sort of aesthetic, right?
Snobbery.
Professor, like, yeah. Not Michael Parenti. Not Michael Parenti. So there's that. So I'm hopefully nothing bad gets called out to question, but I doubt there is when it comes to that.
Well, if he's dead, I guess it'll come out now, huh?
If it's gonna come out, it'll come out right now. But no, nothing
nothing
suspicious
yet.
that's been leaked.
That's good. That's good. In this era of leaks, like holy crap.
Well, stay true to who you. If you're gonna say what you say, then you're gonna mean what you say. You better mean what you say at this time of age.
No kidding. And like, don't be texting people shit that you don't want like blasted on the public sphere. Like, just don't.
Or if something that would be blasted, why and that would ruin your like whole reputation. Maybe ask yourself, why that would be. Why would you want to hide something? Maybe because it's
Right.
wrong. Maybe that's why. Don't do that thing then. If that's how you feel that you're scared for people to find out, then maybe don't do that
well,
thing
I mean,
because you know what's wrong.
just because you wouldn't want somebody to see it doesn't mean you agree that it's wrong.
Yeah, but if
You
you're
just know
out
that
there
other
politically
people will
speaking,
feel
if you're
that
out
way.
there talking up shit, and then you're doing the shit that you're talking that people should be against, that's just hypocritical
Oh.
as fuck, right? Don't do that.
Don't engage in direct hypocrisy. Yeah.
Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. You know that's
Don't be speaking out against smoking pot and then going home and smoking pot or something.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Don't
dumb.
be
Agreed.
Don't be like Nick Fuentes. There you go. Don't be a Nick Fuentes. Don't be a Fed.
Oh my god. I mean, okay. I'm gonna have to go and see because I swear I saw something. It was, and I don't really. I was making supper probably, and like trying not to have 3 different conversations at the same time while I was listening to whatever this was, and it was probably Kyle Kulinski being a douche about Nick Fuentes because I don't usually. Again, like I'll watch like specific people who cover so and so, because I
Yeah.
only want to give the views to like the less awful person.
I don't even think it matters because you got bots putting it up and then other people shadow ban.
Oh,
So like it doesn't actually even matter if
fine,
you
you're
watch it or
right.
not.
Nothing I do matters. Oh my god.
Not when it
Just
comes
give
to
me-
views.
Stop interrupting me to tell me how nothing matters.
I just meant views. Come on, that's not realistic. I'm saying you should because it doesn't matter. So investigate if you want. It's okay.
I don't want to go and I don't know. It feels dirty. Anyway, not the point. The point is I'm just
That's okay, I
saying
don't
there
want
were
you
a
to-
lot of filters and like distractions on whatever the fuck it was Nick Fuentes thing I was watching, but oh my god. I swear I saw something about him. It was something about Turning Points USA and how they're pro-Israel and Nick Fuentes isn't, and it was like a thing.
Yeah.
I swear I saw something about that. So he was not only was he anti-Israel, he was like pointedly so, and like making enemies over it,
Exactly.
making enemies, and like then now he has turned on that.
Yeah.
Since I was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe you. That's just insane. And I wonder what he really
That's what-
believes
yeah.
because if I recall right, he was
Doesn't
being
matter because
pretty.
what he's spouting don't make shit.
No, I know.
Spouting shit. If you're gonna be spouting shit, that's not good.
No.
But yeah, go back if you can find it. Or I can actually send it to you again. I think you should watch those 2 videos I sent you. That
Oh, I'm
whole
sure I can find
scenario.
it.
Yeah.
With the wait,
It's
which
in the
one?
email that I sent you.
Uh-huh.
The House of Commons in Canada
Right.
with the Nazi soldier in World War II commentary, and then the whole agreement, the trans capital agreement between Zionists and Nazis to move them, transport them to and create Israel, right? That agreement there.
Right.
history of that.
Right.
That one's a
Dogs
little
and
heavy.
cats living
But
together.
the other one is funny because like there's someone who made a meme or a video like a little bit AI generated, but like how like because it took the whole like House of Commons honoring this Nazi and just the things that it's funny because they totally clowned on because like it was so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So even though it's like horrible what happened and embarrassment, it's kind of funny. It turns back around to being funny once it gets clowned on because it's so bad.
Well, and I'm a big believer that humor is a great tool for dealing
Yes,
with and
I am.
analyzing anything. Really, that's what
Best
it's
thing in the
for.
world is gallows humor and dark humor. I swear, it what
Yeah.
keeps me sane.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Well, and sometimes you just can't help it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so you have that email then, right? Yeah, you should definitely. watch that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, take a look at it because you'll love it. I think you'll love it. The first one, at least. I don't know about the second one. That one's a little heavy and deep, but like it's educational.
Yeah.
I do love to learn things.
I'm
Like,
saying, come on, watch it so we can make fun of Canada together.
well, when you put it that way, I'm so down.
Okay. But I should get going actually because I've
Yeah.
gotta get some shit done. I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta make dinner. Oh, fuck.
Every
Right?
day is the same shit, isn't it?
Right? I mean, it's so done. I'm so tired of this bullshit.
It's like one of our, okay, we like to quote as a family Futurama, like just random lines from that cartoon.
Yep.
And that's one of our favorites. What is it with you kids? Every other day, it's food, food, food. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
here we got to feed them all the time, and they keep on getting bigger, and then you got to get more food, and it's like this self-perpetuating cycle thing, and I don't
And
even
then
know
they
what to
get
do.
bored of things and you have to figure out new things.
Oh my God, I know,
that's
I know, I know.
worst.
Oh my gosh. Just today, he says, can we get more bananas? I say, did you eat all the apples and oranges I brought you? You know,
I don't
like,
want them.
they just can never win. No,
Yeah.
they're too fruity. They're not fruity enough. You know, who knows
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My kid does
what
it all
it'll
the
be
time.
this
He
time.
likes something and he will overdose on it by wanting that all the time. Yeah.
And then they don't want it anymore at all. And they never tell you like when it's about to happen. So you just keep on
Yeah.
buying it, and then
And
it's
you don't know what they want in
there.
exchange of that, but they don't want that.
Right? Yeah. And then they get upset because you're supposed to know these things.
Yeah. It's stressful. Fucking stressful, man.
Dang kids. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's 12:34 here, so it's 3:34 where I am. Wrong, it's 3:35 now.
Oh, bitch.
But yeah, you're right. I should go and like get dinner started and
Yeah. I gotta
probably
go find what
something.
to have for dinner and actually pick it up. So that's gonna take a while. Thanks.
Well, you have more time than I do because, like he says, it's only 12:30 there.
Yeah. All right. All
Have a
right. It
good
was great
day.
talking to you. And I
Yeah,
will
you
speak to
too.
after when I get read your work
Mhm.
because I really want to get to that and
Okay.
watch the videos I sent you because they're one's funny and one's informative. So
Okay,
it's good
cool.
for
So
you.
then that gives us each a homework assignment.
Yes. We'll
And
have
you just
homework assignments.
email me whenever you're done reading that, and we'll set up a time to talk.
Yeah, and yeah, vice versa.
And 2
Perfect.
weeks. Okay. So now we're on Fridays. Do we want to do Fridays from here on out? Is
I
that
could do Fridays. It's not a problem if
okay?
you want. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just looking at like as far as views go, more people watch YouTube on the weekends. Shocking, right?
Okay, yeah, no, totally. We can change it up to Fridays.
Okay, so 2 weeks from today, we can do a reading, and then next month
Yeah.
I'll have another video out theoretically.
Yeah, that's great. So Friday, next 2 weeks. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye,
one.
everyone.
General Hospital will come on at 1 o'clock.
Okay. Well, you go and enjoy that then, I guess. I've got to go get dinner started. Like, seriously, as you say, it is going on 4 o'clock, and it's kind of snowing out there. So, wish me luck with that. Thank you for hanging out, Scott. And, what did you think of the video? Did you watch the video? Um, and I'd be super, you're one of my oldies but goodie. You've been with the channel a long time. So I'd be interested to hear your take on the direction that I'm taking things in. You know what I mean? Are you going to hang around for Are you interested in the philosophy of it all? Or are you just hanging out because you like my hair? You know? I'll give you a minute to answer because I know this is. Oh, bye. Is that what the lag is? Are you saying goodbye to her? Oh, all right. I'll give you a minute to answer because I really am interested in no snow here. No, it's no snow there yet. Oh, well, you're way out west, so you're not getting the same system that we are. It is supposed to dump on us this evening and overnight tonight. You loved it. Oh, good. Are you interested in that kind of thing? Like, what would you even call speculative philosophy? Instead of speculative fiction. I like that. Yes? Cool. Cool beans.
So, you know, I hope you'll stick around and leave comments under videos, and who knows, maybe share it to people if you know anybody else who my hair is lovely. Thank you. And share it with anybody else if know anybody else who's interested in that kind of thing. Speculative philosophy. I kind of like that. I need to change the tagline for the channel too. I suddenly remember. Rebranding as a one man show. Details. Yay. So, anyways, thank you for hanging out. And I hope your cat had a good lunch. And I hope you have a good afternoon. And I'll see you in a couple weeks, man. Bye.